everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of High Rollers. Give me a Give me a High Rollers time. I'm your Dungeon Master Mark /Mara. Welcome everybody.
Hi.
We are joined this week by giving our time to sit down. Rhiannon, Chris Trott, and Kim. On the other side of the table, we have choking Tom Hazel and Katie.
Sounded a bit like both.
Hi.
Yeah, you were struggling, whatever it was. Hi everybody, welcome back. God blimey, it's been a couple of weeks. It's been couple of things. Not too much. Gonna just quickly run through a couple of light announcements.
Run me through. What?
You need to keep that shit locked down. Well,
Yeah.
It's unprofessional.
It's not. It's not. It is. Hi,
Save
everyone.
it for after the stream, and then you can get run through.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Right. Don't forget, at the end of this month, coming up for November, we have our Discworld live show with Modiphius and Andy from Oxventure, who's going to be GMing.
Yeah, boy.
That is happening at the O2 in London. I believe tickets are pretty much gone for that, but if you're going, we're excited to see you there. It's going to be a good time. Also, don't forget, right now, the Erois merch is still available, but it's not going to be available forever. So if you'd like to get your hands on some old Erois merch, if you're a big fan of Erois, which I know a lot of people are. Which I know a lot of people are. Go and get yourself some lovely merch before it goes away, because once it goes away, it's gone away.
It's gone.
You're not going to be able to get
go,
They're gone.
They're
gone.
Turns out things go.
If it ain't there no more, it ain't there.
Very quickly, a lot of people were asking us about the Bristol live show. We did manage to get a pretty good audio recording.
That's right.
So that will come out. We don't have an exact date yet, but that should come out on the YouTube channel. Tom's been done a really good job of processing that.
Recording confirmed. Thank you, Laurie.
Yeah, thank you,
Huge
Laurie.
thanks to Laurie.
Tech genius.
Thank you, Laurie, for my skull too.
And Laurie did give you a
They got
skull
me a
as well.
skull.
She needed more stuff on the
I
desk.
always need more stuff.
We did a clear up, so it's okay. We've balanced it out.
balanced
We lost
it.
some things and we brought some things in.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much for that. So yeah, look out for that. Obviously, we will let you know on social media and all of that kind of good stuff when that recording is available.
Same as MCM as well.
Yes.
TBD, which stands for
To be dicked.
to be dicked.
Perfect. Last thing, and this is a little personal one from me. If you haven't seen it yet, I got to. There is a trailer out on Brandon Sanderson's YouTube channel.
Brandy Sandy.
With a little familiar face in it. I got to record with our good friend Jasper Cartwright as the GM. Echoes of the Father, a Stormlight Archive TTRPG event, they're calling it.
Wow.
It's not just a one-shot, it's an event.
Wow.
But that's me, Abubakar Salim, Jane Douglas from Oxventure, and Jacqueline Emerson as well. Wonderful people that you might recognize from Thresher that I did back in the day. That is the trailer for that dropped on Brandon's channel. Brandon's channel. The actual full episode comes out November 14th next week.
That's right.
So go and check that out.
Fun fact, speaking about Brandon Sanderson's YouTube channel, I haven't actually spoken to any of you about this. I've been at war with them for a long, long time.
Yeah, no, you have mentioned
I have
this to me,
genuinely been at war with them because every time I schedule up a video to go live on our YouTube channel, he somehow beats me. He's somehow just 1 minute later. And I'm pretty sure he's watching. So Brandon, come on!
It's definitely
acknowledge
Brandon
it.
doing it.
I know you're doing it. Stop doing it.
He's got a whole wall.
Yeah.
There's loads of red thread going between
I
it all.
know.
He watches
know.
Tom's social media.
Look
He's
at
like,
the news. It's happening.
Brandon's like, it looks like Tom's at London this week. He's not going to be. He's scheduled it probably for on the hour. We can go a minute.
Put a minute later.
Yeah,
He's
1
like
minute out.
1 minute later. How do you do it?
You need to start just picking a random.
I do. I've sometimes put them live at 6:05 because maybe I'll supersede them this time. No, it's another one, another weekly update which I enjoy and love at 6:06. How do you do it?
Well, you can look forward to Echoes of the Father, a Stormlight adventure.
He was
That's
so
coming out next
relaxed
week.
to
I
me.
know, we really upset him. But it's a good time. Come and check it out.
So much.
Needs to be run through.
I had a great time
through.
making it. It's run him through. Just run him through.
It looks great.
Thanks. Thanks.
And it will go live after an episode of.
It will go live after an episode of High Rollers.
1 minute after.
1 minute after, yeah. With that, that's it. Those are the only things I had, unless there's anything anybody else would like to mention this week.
I can't think of nothing.
Can't figure
This
nothing.
guy, Chris Trott was sleeping literally 20 seconds before we went live.
It
You know what he was
admirable.
dreaming about? He was dreaming about D&D.
He was.
I was
so
actually dreaming
excited.
about Brandon Sanderson.
Okay.
And his
Imagine
warrior.
being on his YouTube channel.
That'd be amazing.
That would be cool, wouldn't
That'd
it?
be amazing.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, let's run that intro and we'll start today's episode of High Rollers.
Run it.
Welcome back to Altheya, the Dragon Empire. Our heroes have travelled into the planar realm of the Feyweald in order to fulfill a favour to the elven mage Blackwing. This strange, magical world has been taken over by the unseelie Fey, the Hags, and the Fomorians, and quickly the party see what kind of rule these individual creatures impose on the plane of life. A prisoner wagon of captured satyrs led along the road which the party travel on, and Gruff stands out to challenge these ne'er-do-wells and rescue the prisoners inside. A quick but intense battle ensues, and the party succeed in freeing the captured Fae, as well as a fairy who is captured inside a lantern, who then lead them on the rest of their way until they reach the end of their path, and the grand city of Vathalien awaits. I think I'm gonna pick things up with reading out a little something which I wrote,
Oh, here's a little song he wrote.
a little poem which was, it was in the last episode as well, but I think it's a good setup as we see this, you know, from your position in the tree line looking out, you see this beautiful sort of silvery grey city which is carved into the trunk of a enormous, colossal tree that stretches up, and its boughs and its branches form the very sky that seems to form the Feyweald. The upper spires, these beautiful palaces, these elven buildings carved into the trunk itself, eventually begin to build outwards and down, spilling into the lower roots and branches of the tree as it then occupies this large clearing. Rivers of silvery sap flow out of the tree itself and form canals spread throughout the city, which is hidden and protected behind these sort of woven, almost Celtic knot-style walls that flow between the trees that form the outer ring of the clearing. And somewhere in Altheya, in the material plane, there is a little written poem attributed to an unnamed elven troubadour. O boughs of twilight canopy did lofty shadows hide, a sight of truest beauty, of home and dearest pride. From gilded artist spires, like gossamer wings of sprites, to white gondolas that floated on rivered streets ere moonlight. That city of two pieces, united at its peak, the city of dawn and dusk, 'tis Vathalien I seek. As you see this almost ethereal, slightly glowing city arrayed before you. And in the branches of this enormous, colossal tree, two of these bizarre, huge fruits, one that glows with the dim, soft warmness of sunlight, and the other glowing with the dim softness of moonlight. Perhaps the moonlight fruit glowing a little bit stronger at the moment, but it just does seem to wax and wane between the two. And that is what you see, arrayed before you.
Doth the fruit.
Doth the fruit. Doth the fruit.
Doth the fruit.
Cometh upon.
Is it resting ponst branches?
Ponced its bonts.
There is a question
Doth the
here.
fruit. Ponce upon its bonts.
Is the chunky fruit?
The huge, enormous ones.
Is it on top of the branches betwixt the branches and
There's
leaves?
it hangs, like a fig or an apple or something might hang from like a branch of a tree, but rather than just one single stem holding it aloft, it is a network of these roots
wraps back around.
kind of into the top of the fruit, it kind of holding it like a lattice work of these roots holding to the
cool.
branch.
Hark, graceful figure that tells stories so fair.
I love this.
Does there
this is
be
nice.
a road for us to travel?
So as you've been following this dirt path called the Lightless Path that the satyrs have led you along, and it has led you to the edge of a tree line that then looks out. That around the clearing there is a sort of circular ring road where these sort of knotted Celtic wooden walls rise up. In fact, that they would be, they're made from this sort of silvery grey wood, so it looks almost like stone, but they grow from the trees itself. So there is like some open space between you and the walls, basically, of this great city. You look out onto a guarded gatehouse, which you were told, I believe, is called the Shadow Portkey. It's one of the smaller entrances to the city of Vathalien, and it is guarded. You see unseelie soldiers, and also a rather larger figure sort of lumbering behind the walls, their head sort of peeking out over the top, an armored cyclops that you can see.
That might be able to peer into the immediate future.
Yes, you did learn that the Cyclops all have this sort of prophecy or oracle powers. Some of them do. You also have noticed that this gatehouse and this road that surrounds the city, mostly clear, but every now and then you've seen groups of workers, tired, ragged, exhausted, fae of different kinds, elves, centaurs, satyrs, are being sort of marched by guards, like kind of escorted by armed guard, in and out of the city, going into the trees and heading off into other parts of the Feyweald. And that is where we come to today. You do have the 4 satyr that you've been traveling with, as well as a fairy, and
I can just see
He's
him
going to
thinking
say
he's
a
trying,
sentence and it's going to be phenomenal.
Ye tell a story of great potential, verily thou art quintessential.
love that. Thank
That's
you.
all I wanted to say.
Oh, love that. Thank you.
What did Mark
What a
just
lovely
say?
thing.
What did Mark just say?
There's a Cyclops looking around a wall. He can see into the future and then some other stuff.
Yeah, he was an expert. Yeah.
Listen, he was being complimentary. I'll take it. But yeah, that is what you see before you. You know that, the information that you have is that Blackwing's former home is somewhere in the city. You have been given a little information on that, whatever you remember in your notes.
Shadowport Key is one of the quieter, easier places to access, but not necessarily in the right district.
I mean, you tell me. What do you whatever you know of the city is whatever you know.
Quoth the Rowan.
Nevermore. Quoth the Rowan. Rocks galore.
Hark.
It's on the dusk side of the city in the
Yes.
tapestry.
As one looks to the closest tree towards us, which one is it?
What do you mean?
Which tree is closest to us? And
So
this
it's
side?
one tree,
With two fruits.
The two fruits.
Which
The
fruit
city is carved into the tree. Like this tree is so enormous that the upper parts of the city. Imagine it almost like a slice of pie. Like it kind of has a peak, and then it kind of comes out, and then it has a ringed wall at the front.
Is that the one with the tiger
But
in the
there's
boat?
two fruits, right?
There are two, and they hover. So I would say that the side you are on is closest to the sun fruit.
Okay.
The gate that you're currently under.
It's not the one we want.
But it does, and I think, Rowan, you pick up that the city is these two halves. If you were to divide the city down the middle, one half is under the sun fruit and one half is under the moon fruit.
And where does that half lie in proximity to us?
You mean how far away is
How
the
far
other
away
half?
are we from the other's half?
You would need to trek through the city, yeah, and it is a big city.
Hark, my liege, a question for
You
thee.
can't just talk normally.
Oi, Mark!
Yes,
What's the deal?
go on.
Hark, my liege, a question for thee. These walls, perchance, how thick are they?
The walls look thick enough.
How thick are thee?
I'm pretty thick.
Question unrelated. How thick are they?
How thick are they?
Pretty thick.
Yeah.
Thick around the middle, thick at the back. You can see that the walls are wide enough that armed patrols, like two abreast, so you're looking at like 10 feet-ish thick, but they are approximately, I would say about 15 foot tall, maybe just under like 12 feet tall, the walls themselves. Look, they're tall enough that the Cyclops is kind of like shoulder up, like looking over.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Is he behind the wall doing like the going down the stairs trick and stuff?
Doesn't appear to be doing
Damn it.
no.
He's no jester. Okay.
There are also two guards out the front of the Shadow Portkey that are like kind of looking as these work groups are kind of being led in. There are also more patrolling up and down.
What do they look like? Do they have beautiful eloquent?
Eloquent.
Are they eloquent?
Is their armor talking? Does it look elven but fucked up?
Very similar to the ones that you fought on the road.
Yeah.
Nah.
Unseelie.
BDSM.
armor. Yeah, so they're wearing this kind of
Unseelie,
rigid,
like.
spiked, bladed armor in this dark blood red color. And you can see that all of the soldiers do have this line of like red face paint that goes a strip of red down their face.
Who'd do that?
Yeah, who would do that? Yeah.
You start, don't stop.
Any ear trophies on these boys?
Hard to tell from this distance. You are still quite a fair distance away. But yeah, you can see that they're wearing basically the same armor as the others. It's very easy to conclude that they are probably of a similar ilk to the other ones that you fought.
So 10-foot walls, not 5-foot walls.
Not 5-foot walls.
Like
no.
15.
What does that change?
Yeah, closer to 12, 15.
Destroy 5-foot wall spell.
I could have done a spell that would have created a door.
Oh, does it have to?
Well, you can create it in the wall, I believe, if it's past
It
wall.
is 5 foot thick. It is stone shape.
Stone shape, yeah. Well, this isn't stone. It looks like stone, but it's not actually stone.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
fuck
tree.
this then.
So we can burn it down.
Or you could do that really cool spell.
Should have taken
Why-
travel by plants.
No,
Travel via plants.
Because then I could have travelled to the fucking tree, and I had it. I could have
Yeah,
done
but
it.
because it's one big tree.
Long rest, everyone.
Also, within
Long
the Feyweald,
rest.
you said that all of the canopy is interconnected, interlinked, interwoven. And that makes sense that the trees are all connected in that sense.
For,
like
for a
most-
really magical,
For a magical spell that travel via
realm
plants.
that isn't like the real world.
Yeah.
it makes sense that every single living plant is all connected.
Because they're all literally touching each other.
Are they
Also, travel via
twisted
plant,
around
if we were to travel through
Not
this tree.
twinsed around.
Not twimst.
The branches sort of like weave together.
I guess
No
there's no way of knowing
twist.
where in the city we'd appear if we travel via plant into this one massive tree.
Well, if you know the tree, you can do it. It's if you know the plant.
Doesn't matter. We don't have the spell anyway.
Don't know the spell.
But-
Doesn't matter. Make a tidal wave.
So you see the little female satyr, the one that you can speak to in Druidic Gruff, will point and be like, "Yes, so this is the city. I mean, we're not gonna. Ideally, me and my brothers, we don't want to go in there. We want to try and find our team, our group. But we're happy to lead you here. And if you need our help, we can try and help you. But ideally, we don't want to go inside.
Absolutely.
Do you know where you're going? Do you know what you're doing? You don't look like you're from around here, so."
I'm going to be honest with you. No is the answer to both of those questions.
Oh, that sounds. Oh well. Good luck. I mean,
We
that
need
sounds pretty bad. You didn't have a plan. You came here without a plan on what you were gonna do.
Do they know where the tapestry is in the dusk side?
That was going to be my next question.
Do they know? I don't know what they're saying to you because
Leia, what side would we find the tapestry?
I have no clue. I've never been. I don't come from this city. I'm not from here.
Right, so you don't know the dusk side.
I'm afraid I don't know nothing. The only thing that we know is that there is a group. They're not part of our group. They're not part of the Chainbreakers. But we know that there's somebody in the city that is opposing the queen there, the hag. But we don't know much about this place. We were caught elsewhere in the Twilight Lands, and then we were going to be brought here. They've got like a prison nearby, so. I guess we were going to be brought here for processing and maybe torture and, put into the Queen's blood games, that kind of thing, and then sent off somewhere else.
Absolutely delightful. Do you know anything, like a sign or anything for this other group? Or
No, not at all. The problem with the Resistance is a lot of us are, spread out across the Feyweald, and, people have different views and different opinions and different ways. So we're kind of all these little disparate groups. Nobody's been able to bring us all together, unfortunately, because one of the things the Unseelie do is they make us work against each other, and they kind of turn us against each other a lot too. So it's kind of tricky.
Understood. To the group. All right, she doesn't know. They don't know much. They're not from here. They were probably being brought here to be processed and tortured and put in something delightful called the Blood Games.
Okay.
So she
Sounds fun.
She doesn't know it. She doesn't know anything about the city itself. They've offered to create a distraction if we want to go through that gate, but other than that, I
Great.
think they should go.
is their distraction big enough for that big the dude up there that's got one big eye
got
and
one eye.
looking at?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. So, plan. We have a couple of bits of uniforms. I have this watch commander's medallion.
I have a robe.
Yeah, you took the Major's robe, but you didn't take any of the other armor or
Took
anything.
the warg barding. Barding.
It's probably not going to work, I'm afraid. The outfits under close scrutiny. It may work for a brief moment, but I think we might just have to either stealth our way in with a distraction,
Or run.
or fight our way in, or run in.
Yeah.
Thing is, there's going to be people just past the gate as well. The whole city's guarded, so
They'll have alarm systems set
if we
up.
fight our way in, we're just going to have to just keep fighting the whole time.
And we're probably on the wrong side of the city, as Rowan observed, and our point of the fruit. This seems to be the dawn side, not the dusk side.
And it is, I should point out, this is a big city. This is bigger than National. This is a city. It's enormous. So getting inside, it dawns on you that you have no idea where this tapestry is, and once you're inside, you're going to have to try and navigate around. And if you go blundering around, it's a high chance that you'll run into guards, or you'll go to places that you probably shouldn't. It's going to be tricky.
Okay, Daisy. I know we can't see much of the city right now, but once we get in there, we're going to need to regroup with you as quickly as possible. Not regroup like we're going to separate. I'm just saying to communicate with you, because you do this all the time. You vanish all the time. You disappear all the time, right? You sneak around.
Yes, but
You'll know how to get through tiny little places.
don't go away with it.
No, you did not get away with it. You did not get away with that.
I didn't know. I heard
It was
a
loud
noise.
over here. It was loud over here.
What was that?
Kim drinking.
Like a burp.
It was like a real weird
Sound like
noise.
a power-up in a Mario game.
Yeah.
I hiccuped and I burped at the same time.
That was amazing.
It's a thing I do.
It happens.
It was like Sonic. It was the Sonic drought, like air bubble noise. That's what it was to me. Yeah.
That was incredible.
Podcast listeners, I hope you heard that.
They did. They did. They heard it. They heard it. I'm going to isolate it.
Some might expect me to
That's the
apologise,
entire
but this
episode.
is just who I am.
Yeah.
So there's no apologising for this.
Listen, if they I have watched Laura Bailey belch very loudly on Critical Role. We're allowed to do what the fuck we want.
It's amazing.
No, it's just funny because you tried to hide it. Anyway,
Hide it. Exactly.
Yeah, I can sometimes, but there's lots of us.
But what do we do, us who are bigger than you and stompier than you and louder than you?
Are you trying to get me to teach you how to be sneaky?
Well, not
Because
quite.
this
It's
whole
just...
time I've been giving you tips and it's not working.
What is it, Ophelia?
Well, I was thinking their armor looks quite similar to mine. So maybe there's a way that I could.
Ears and
Lots of
or
Gross.
somehow
Could I-
more
yeah,
spiky.
Spare ears. Maybe I could just, pretend to be a guard and you're all my prisoners, and I just confidence can get you into a lot of places.
How similar does Ophelia's armor actually look to these?
It looks way
On
nicer.
close inspection, it won't hold up.
Sure.
Again, from a distance.
Right.
Certainly, I would say, because their armor is like spiked, it has like hooks on it. They have like potentially these grisly trophies, like ears and things like that hanging off tongues. But there is like the color scheme is similar, and you have the metal components and things like that. You couldn't probably get away with claiming to be one of these guards, but yeah, at a distance maybe, possibly.
You'd also have the red.
I've got the red,
I wonder if
so
you might need to.
which I think it's strange that they're doing that too. It seems like anyway.
What if we're in Osseous?
Well, because your red is like over your forehead and eyes, right?
yeah.
Theirs is like a single line that goes down over one eye vertically. So it's not horizontal, it's like a vertical line down this way.
I could be from a different district, different city.
I
do
can
things
make
a little
you
bit
look
differently.
like them.
You see that the four satyr have like huddled, and they're kind of peering out through the bushes, like keeping an eye on everything. And they're kind of muttering amongst each other, just speaking this language that you don't understand. But they are very good at like keeping quite quiet, and they're just sort of casually observing things. You see that the work group that you saw arrive has now moved through. But there could be another one that comes along later. But the work group that was sort of making their way through has passed through.
So I have the wand of the sculptor.
Yes.
That has alter self on it. If I give you that, you'll attune to it for a good 8 hours, and then
Just gonna look something up there. Oh, right, I see.
you cast alter self.
You have to attune to it.
On myself.
Because it's a self thing.
Why don't you do it on you?
Well, you've got the outfit halfway there. Alter self just changes the physical appearance of the body.
We've got a robe I could put out over you.
That could help.
Yes.
I could do it.
I could transform into something similar to a warg, and we've got
You
the
could be my
barding.
warg, and then we got the 3 prisoners.
It's not exactly the same. I can't do the same face, but again, enough from a distance.
We could cover your face.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're a guard from a distant outpost where you do little things a little bit differently, but mostly the same. Big fan of blood games.
Love
which
blood
is
games.
no different.
We're here to
usual.
watch the blood games.
Love the blood.
We
Well,
love-
we're not.
No.
We've got-
As us as
We've got
prisoners.
more for the blood games.
More for the blood
Yes.
games, yes.
But as a note, if they do get close to you, then it's probably best to
Run away.
run away.
Run away.
Or
Run through.
run through. But even then, that is after the situation in which we follow Daisy, who's very, very good at stealth, through alleyways, shadows, and try not to get spotted in the first place.
The problem is you're very loud.
But if we follow your exact steps.
You're still bad at it.
Yeah,
We've
well, yes,
tried
but
to
yes.
teach you.
Also, don't forget I've got the pass without a trace.
And that as well, that will help.
Spell.
But we need to stick close to you, right? That's how it works in
So what's
2024.
the plan with Daisy?
Apparently how it's always worked. But it's when you cast it, it's on an area. Now it's you have to remain with it.
Oh, it's an aura now.
So it used to be like it would affect anybody nearby when you first cast it.
Oh, okay.
They would get the bonus.
Yeah.
But now it's like you have to, it's like an aura. You have to stay with it.
Sure.
Suppose.
What's the plan with Daisy? Is Daisy going to scout ahead?
Well, just...
I'm not invisible.
You're not invisible, but you do know the best avenues, the best routes, the
Yeah,
best
I can do
hiding
that.
holes.
I can try that
And
when
we'll
we
follow
get
your
in.
path as best as possible. But if we happen to get spotted, Ophelia and Rowan, as the disguised guards, may be able to dissuade them away from us under the guise that you have some prisoners for the blood games. Us.
That sounds solid.
Before they get any closer, then we carry on our way through the city. It's now just a question of how do we know where to go.
We can't speak their language.
Yep.
Oh.
That's a problem.
Yeah, no, that's also...
So we can ask the satyr to cause a distraction, at least to get rid of the guards at the front of the gate.
Should probably just do that.
Let's just get into the city and see where things go.
Go in.
Yeah.
Like, we probably
I love
have to
how we're
try-
planning a stealth mission. We know this.
It's
We should
gonna go to shit within about one roll.
No, 2 rolls. I bet 2 rolls.
That's double.
I'll say
So
3.
I'd propose
I
satyr
raise.
cause distraction. We alter self, guard, warg. Take you guys in as prisoners.
For the blood games.
Get destroyed by the Cyclops.
No.
Go ahead.
Get destroyed by Cyclops. TPK, new campaign.
Yeah.
So resistance satyr force for the guards. Distraction
And hopefully
for
it's
the guards.
Distraction for the guards.
And if not, we go through anyway.
And then we go through pretending we got prisoners for the blood games.
The good thing is, we'll know how successful the distraction is based on the Cyclops' reaction before it even happened. I think.
I'm
Yes.
just smiling for podcast listeners. I'm just listening to all of this and smiling.
But
Right.
It'll be fun!
let's just charge in through the gate after the distraction. Gruff, you're able to speak to the satyrs.
Oh, yes, I'll ask them. Excuse me, Leia. I will
Hey,
speak to you.
are you guys? What are you doing?
Right, we're going to disguise ourselves as guard and prisoners.
That sounds smart.
It's probably not going to go great because we don't have enough to do it properly, but from a distance we can pull it off. But I was wondering if you and your brothers could help us with a little bit of shenanigans.
Yeah, when we said that we'd try, I mean, we'll try and pull away as many of them as we can. You want to go now, or you want to wait until there's like another group going in, or
Maybe that's a good idea, actually. We wait for another group to go in, and then there's more. I'll switch languages.
Yeah. We can shadow them, yes. If we go in with
More people, more chaos. Right.
and less scrutiny, yeah.
Exactly. That's our plan, and that'll give us time as well to change ourselves to look.
all right, fair enough. The little fairy Daisy that you had rescued, because I think you still have mental connection with them, will just say, like, I'd like to go with them. I don't want to go in the city. I don't want to go back in there. And it's like very nervously, like you can see that she is terrified of this city, does not want to go back in there.
I will give her to the satyr.
Yeah.
She can't fly at the moment. Can you
poor
take her?
Yeah, she'll say like, "Oh my goodness, poor little thing. Like, oh, they've really done a number on you, sweetheart." And like, kind of like takes her in and like has like maybe like a little blouse and sort of tucks her in there and stuff, like a little pocket. And you see the little fairy kind of just curls up and just looks like this poor, beaten up, like absolutely tormented thing. Very nervous. Just does not look to be too happy about going into the city. The 3 boys, the lads, kind of get themselves up and they sort of like start kicking dirt and sort of hyping themselves up, kind of psyching themselves up for what they're going to do. And you wait for a brief period of time, waiting for another group to potentially coming in. While we do that, I think it is time to roll for fate.
Okie doke.
It sounds like that might be an important thing that's going to come up.
Oh my god.
He's done it. Oh,
Has it happened?
A 6.
sick.
For us.
For those of you, I'm going to use these. Harpsichord gave me some custom little metal fake dice to use this time. So that's 1 for you
Tiny.
so far.
Oh, 5.
Oh, brilliant. 2 for you.
With my
4.
tiny.
3 for you.
6.
4 for you.
2.
Okay. And then for me, a 3. That's
4 and 2.
me. 4 and 2. Okay, perfect.
We want to fake tie our hands up with some rope.
Yeah, so
Just
whilst
sell the
you
illusion
are
a bit more.
waiting, are there any preparations you'd like to make?
Why are you looking at me for?
Well, because we're both like the quote unquote prisoners, right?
Squishies.
Are we the only prisoners? Oh.
Yeah. So there's probably a way that we can loosely tie it. Some rope around our hand.
Yeah.
In front of us rather than behind, I guess.
You can have Percy to sell it a little bit if you want.
We also, what are you doing
we've
with
got
Percy?
Yeah.
And
Percy has his
Mateo.
Percy, he is not here. Percy has his dark robe, so he can pull his hood up and he will look like a black robe figure. But obviously, under any close examination, he is a skeleton.
Yes.
He's not going to look like anything else. So,
What do we do about that?
He's a prisoner
Keep
too.
him robed.
What if he's a prisoner who already died?
That was a long.
That's
been a
quite...
long
Wait,
time.
what? You're like dragging him around?
I don't know.
Why would you drag a set of
We brought this skeleton for the blood games.
I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. It's quite a tricky situation.
Play dead.
Just lay there.
Oh,
there
he
you go.
died.
Just lays on the ground.
We didn't
See, he's
notice.
so good at it.
He's very good
We
at
still
it.
need to drag him into the,
Yeah.
It could.
It can get up, Percy. I'm sorry. It's a bit degrading.
Well
It's very
said.
degrading,
Of course,
actually. Sorry.
Sister Ophelia, of course, yes, of course.
Can he disassemble?
Can he disassemble?
I do not believe so, Sister Ophelia. No, I believe that would the magics that
haven't got the
animate
manual.
me
Put it back
bond my
You are
body
perfectly
together.
whole, as you always should be.
Yes, I'm afraid I cannot forcibly disassemble myself, and I'm not sure I would be able to reassemble myself were that to happen.
That's all right. I actually feel better knowing that.
Me too. Good question.
I'm going to alter self with
Okay.
Wand of the Sculptor to look like the commander guy
Okay.
from the previous
Specifically
encounter.
like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But you also have the robe, right?
and I've got a robe, and I
Yeah.
might borrow a
the
medallion,
medallion,
as
yeah.
well. So I'm going to fully try and cover up all my clothing with this robe. Just have my face showing.
Tie my hands, Daisy, but not tight. But convincing enough, but not too tight, so I can get out of the ropes. But not too tight, because it will hurt. But enough for me to be able to break out the ropes.
I'm gonna tie them really tight.
You've hog-tied me.
So you are going to tie hands in front. You're going to bind Xanthias's hands.
kind of enough to that you can easily quick release almost, I suppose.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you can do like a trick knot, basically. Because there is a chance that either you're going to make it so that it can't fall apart or
Yeah.
it comes apart too easily.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You could spend a fate, but never mind.
31.
Yeah, yeah.
hell.
You make this Daisy bind your hands in front of you with this incredible trick knot that does look quite tight, but you can easily
Even enough for me
slip out of
to
it.
pull against
Yeah,
it.
you can
It's
like
still-
if
yeah.
somebody were to check it, if they don't know the trick that Daisy's used,
Yeah.
They'll just see that it is quite a firm knot. But you know that if you twist in a certain direction, pull at a certain angle, and Daisy shows you the trick to break out of it, and it's exceptionally convincing.
Wow, okay. Oh, now I've tied my hands.
Do you want to do that for yourself as well? Give me another roll, but this time with disadvantage, because obviously tying yourself is a lot harder.
I probably should have done yours first. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
But yeah, so if you would want to do it so you could have somebody else do it, but it would be a sleight of hand check for them.
26.
Even even doing it to yourself, it's able to again replicate this exceptionally convincing trick knot, basically. Do you think that that's is that something Daisy knows, or
Probably
is that
not.
Nim's
It's
guidance?
Nim's.
So I think that Nim is almost instructing this is more for a snare, but between the two of you, you manage to kind of work out how you can apply it to bindings rather than it being a snare and things like that. The two of you managed to work out this really clever trick knot.
We're ready.
Very good.
Yeah.
So Rowan.
That's amazing.
Rowan, you use the wand of the sculptor, and your skin color already quite dark gray, but it kind of gains this purplish tone. The symbols on your arm are vanish almost as the skin changes and pattern and color to match that. Your ears become more jagged and oversized, your facial shape changes, your teeth become more pointed and jagged as you now bear, quite a striking resemblance to the former commander. The robes go on, they cover up your clothing.
What do the commanders sound like?
You will have to remember.
Because I can take on voice as well, like the sound of their
Okay,
voice.
great.
Cool.
With
spell.
with that spell,
Yeah.
the old self. Nice.
So I can at least sound like it. I don't know any words.
But yours, yes.
I can bark.
You can interpret them as well, but you can't respond, right?
I can cast. Well, actually, because it's concentration for older self.
It is, yeah.
So it's a reaction. Comprehend languages. Doesn't say concentration, which is really interesting.
So you can comprehend, but you can't. With comprehend, you can't respond to them, right?
Yeah.
But still, that's
is.
a good start.
It's a ritual, yeah.
That's
It's 1 hour. It just lasts, and you can do it as a ritual spell. But I don't think bards can do ritual spells. I think
I'll just cast it.
Yeah, you just have to cast it. But you have an hour of comprehend language, so you can understand, but you can't speak back.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to do body language or something.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Could you alter yourself so it looks like you have no tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they question, you can be like, can't speak.
Yeah.
That's allowed.
Yeah, but the thing is, because this is alter self, it's not an illusion. You would have to the spell would be like you don't have a working tongue in there. Like,
Well, as long as we can connect via Nim, I can speak through there.
spell casting takes you need to verbally speak.
No, if I activate whispers, he doesn't need to talk out loud. He can speak to us.
He does if he wants to cast any further
And
spells.
if you want to cast spells in the future.
I'll cast comprehend languages first. Do alter self. Remove tongue.
Okay.
Magically.
So this is definitely
Stick
like
in armor.
this is a unique interpretation of the spell because obviously like I am saying that you can make it look like you don't have a tongue, but that means you won't have a tongue to speak with yourself. Whilst you don't have a tongue, you now cannot cast spells until that effect ends. You can choose to end alter self at any time you like, but as long as you maintain that thing, and you can also change it. I believe you can take a magic action to alter the illusion. And it's not an illusion; like you can reshape yourself. So you can spend an action to give yourself a tongue back. But just as a note, if you're going to do this, then it will be
Just to
it's the
get
same way
past
that if
the
you made it
cards.
look like you were blind. Well, I suppose like you can make your eyes milky white but still work, but this is like you physically have to make your tongue look like a stump, basically.
You now have a unique tongue action. Just so you know.
It's like an action figure.
Now with
unique
regrowing tongue,
Tongue action.
tongue
Was it
regrowth.
the Barbie that had regrowing hair?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So and then what is so Gruff? You're gonna wild shape and try and
So
warg.
something that's as familiar to a warg, as similar to a warg as I can get.
Okay. So with you, a warg is not a natural beast. You create the same. Now, can you become what CR kind of creature can? Oh, because it's changed now, isn't it? It's new druids. You just become a shape.
Up to 1.
CR1, which I think includes direwolf. I'll check.
Yeah, I think it does. Pretty big boy.
Pretty big boy. Because the main thing is the size here, because the warg was a large creature.
Can you half wild?
CR1. So yeah, so you transform yourself into a direwolf, but you can't recreate the face because the face is this weird wolf goblin hybrid. It's much more human. So you are just a direwolf with but the barding fits you perfectly, almost exact same proportions and shapes.
Cool.
What do you want to do? Do you want to get your friends to do anything else about your face?
Yeah, is there anything anyone has that could like hide my face, like a hood or?
I have a disguise kit.
I have a dagger.
What are you implying? What are you implying there,
What
Tom?
do I have? What do I have?
No, you're not going to finish
What do I
that train of
have?
thought.
Yeah, we bought disguise kits. Me and Ophelia.
It's time to take your face off. I
Um,
have a bedroll.
so with a disguise kit, could we?
I would say that like there would be probably like some cloth
I've got it.
elements to it.
I've got it. I have a fake mustache. You're fucking welcome. Yes, I do.
You actually have a fake
Yeah, I
mustache.
took
From
it
the-
from the Lavender Gardens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Disguise.
There it is. Sold.
There it is. Woomph. Put the Lavender Gardens hat
Just
on me
like
as
a
well.
goblin.
Okay.
Disguise kit.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's anything on the coat as well that might help out if you've still got the list of items on there, but
Some mud and toilet.
I'd say that with
No, I
a
think
with a
it's mostly,
disguise
like,
kit,
open stuff.
you can find like some spare cloth, and you can sort of cut eye holes and fashion a very like strapped together kind of like facial covering, but it's a disguise kit's not really built for this. So it's going to be rudimentary. Again, if it's inspected closely, it probably won't hold up.
Small props. Small props, like some sticks.
I think that's me.
All right.
Yeah.
Still,
Just
yeah, I mean,
Ophelia
nothing
and
else.
Better than none.
Percival. And what you want to do with that?
I think Ophelia will remove her current face paint while saying a prayer to the Grey Father. I'm so sacrilegious, I'm so sorry. And then paint the stripe just from a distance that looks a bit more distinguishable with her current makeup.
Well, also, like, you saw the ones when you were fighting. Obviously, you weren't Hiri, but Ophelia fought these guys close up, and so you remember that it's just like a vertical,
vertical line.
over the eye, specifically.
Yeah. And then maybe she'll just like get Percy to help just pin her hair back, take her veil off, just so she looks a bit more like these brutish.
I'm going to be very clear. You don't look like these
Oh, no,
creatures, these
no.
Unseelie. Like, you do not look like the creatures here.
You're just aiming for
Not if
more.
you're just, not if you don't do anything to your appearance. Like,
No.
if you, like putting your hair up and stuff is not going to be enough to
Just like a quick glance, just if anyone was to just like, like it wouldn't be too much of a.
Okay.
Going for more militaristic rather than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just so I don't stick out
Fancy
too much. Yeah.
I mean, you certainly look closer to them than, say, Xanthias and Daisy do.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's like on a, if they were to, like, properly look at you, you won't, like,
I don't
look
think
like
we
a
have
god.
anything else,
No.
do we? We don't really.
So I've used my disguise because I think Ophelia's just going to go on confidence alone, just act like you belong.
Yeah.
And hope
Okay.
see how far that gets her.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've used everything that we have.
Before I change shape, can I have cast Pass Without a Trace and then hold that as concentration?
Yeah.
I'll do it like at the last possible moment.
Yeah, I'm assuming all of this. I'm assuming like the comprehend languages and the alter self is all happening at the very last moment and things like that. So this is more just making sure you guys get any plans and times in.
I'll also connect everyone's first speech in heads at the last minute as well.
What if I activate my scarab armor but only the helmet?
I don't think the scarab armor. You can either have to have the whole
hide
thing
my-
with the
okay.
helmet, or you have to have the armor but with the helmet off. I don't think you can just do the helmet with it.
Maybe I'll do just all the armor then, just to completely disguise myself. Just so I don't.
Yeah, like that would make you look like you would be fully encased in this insectoid like full plate. You like nobody would know what you were underneath that armor.
Let's
Like,
do
if you were
that.
fully uncovered. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, you don't look like any of these guards, but you also like you could be anything.
Yeah.
Up there, right. Okay.
Let's go for that.
Okay. Ophelia scarab armor. Okay. Perfect. And then Percival, anything, or are you just going to have him put his hood up and hope?
He died on the journey. Damn. How is he still going?
Let's just robe him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Robin.
You can
I
just
do.
be
I
like-
do have a robe in my inventory.
I think Percy's got
He's
a
already
robe.
got a robe, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You should wear a robe on the front and also wear another one the other way.
He just walks into it.
Well, because Rowan is currently wearing the one you took off of.
True,
the
yeah,
consulate.
yeah.
So this would just be a plain black robe that
Cool.
you have for him.
Blue.
Cool. All right. So Percy is just robed.
Just robe.
You make these preparations. It takes some time at the altar self and getting everything right, and you watch as a group of Fae are being sort of marched along the circular road to this gatehouse. They are, weary, pushing wheelbarrows full of some sort of silvery, twinkling ore, and they're sort of hauling these wagons of this stuff back with them, under guard. Several guards kind of with them, keeping an eye on them, and you can see that the Fae themselves are just dejected. They're just head down, not responding to anything. There's like some jeers and some jabs, maybe some shoves from some of the guards, but it's just completely, these Fae are just beaten down. And as they begin to follow a road, drawing close to the gate, they sort of align with a bit of the tree line that you can jump in and try and get behind them, or what would you like to do?
Ready?
I think so.
Right, remember you two. You're cruel, you're angry, you're arseholes.
Yes.
Okay, business as usual.
You're unseelie.
I'm unseelie.
Yes.
I am.
And you're here to see the blood games. And we.
Oh wait, I can't speak.
You can speak your head.
Hello.
And we're battered and bruised and horrible and tortured prisoners. Oh,
Except
how
we're
life is.
very much
Yes, just don't fall too hard.
full health and not bruised.
I'm gonna.
I'm actually not on full health.
Oh.
So I'm kind of a little bit.
Beaten a little bit.
Yeah,
a little
no,
bit.
he's
I
pretty
would
bruised.
be classed as bloodied, yeah.
Did you not?
You got like burns and things like that.
Yeah, we
short
took a
rest.
short rest.
Yeah, we were able to.
I was meant to do that between episodes, you're right.
Oh, there you go. So you do look okay.
Because, yeah, I was about to say, like,
Yeah, you could leave a little bit off.
punch
I
us
could
up
leave a
bit.
little off.
All right.
I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to Ophelia,
Okay.
just in case you are quizzed. You have an
you.
extra D8
Quiz closed.
for a saving throw.
Lovely jubbly, thank you.
And yeah, I'll take the lead with my warg in tow, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
You take the lead, and are you going to fall in this kind of workforce? Are you going to fall in behind them? Okay. So you watch. You begin making your way along the road. You sort of pull your prisoners out of the tree line. The guards that are with the workforce, I think that they would glance over, see you and the warg and some other bizarre armored figure and robed figure behind you. They don't really pay too much attention. They sort of and then go back to their job, pushing their forward. And as you begin to draw closer to the gate, you see they get there first. The guards, did you want to trigger the satyr to cause a distraction as well? As they get closer and closer, you see the satyr almost like come running out of the woods, hurling just like rocks and things like that at the the guards around the gate and with the workforce, and they begin saying something in their language which you understand. Rowan is just like, the chains must be broken, the chains must be broken. They're like, hey, fuck you, like down with the queen. They're kind of like shouting all this stuff. The guards immediately turn and they're like, rebels, after them. And you see that the two guards at the main gate and one of the guards with the workforce go chasing after them, because there's only 3 satyr. They just immediately turn and run, and they're just like, hey, fuck you, and they're like swearing at them and stuff. You see the Cyclops kind of looks up over the wall in their direction. You see he steps up onto the wall.
Oh, God.
Kind of pulls himself up onto the wall, and from his back draws an enormous compound bow.
Oh, my God.
And arrows that are almost like, young tree trunks, like pulls one back and takes aim and is going to take a shot at one of the satyr as they try and run.
I mean, they knew about this, right?
Yeah, they absolutely knew what was going to happen. That is going to be a hit. This is technically at long range, so that is at disadvantage, so I will roll again.
Oh my God.
Can I, it might draw attention to us. I was gonna say, maybe if I could, bark or,
From this,
just to try and distract, the Cyclops.
You are quite far away at this point.
Oh, from the Cyclops.
You guys are, making your way down. You're seeing this happen ahead of you.
Okay.
You are not right by the gate.
By the wall, yeah.
You see this happen ahead of you. A bark isn't going to do anything. I know, I'm just going to be harsh and say it's just not going to do anything.
That's cool. I thought we were closer.
You watch as it is quite long range, as he fires. One of the Satyr brothers kind of hears this whistling launch through it and just immediately throws one of his brothers to the ground as this enormous arrow slams into the ground, churning ground, and it did miss because of the long range.
Oh my God.
They just scramble themselves up and dart into the tree line to get away from the archer as the guards go charging in, chasing after them.
Boy.
The Cyclops then sort of begins to scan that tree line, still this giant bow in its hand. You can see that the Cyclops is wearing plate armor similar to that of the Unseelie, but this doesn't have the spikes and the hooks on it with the trophies, but it is that dark red metal that's almost been sort of bolted into its body. You can see that spikes are almost holding the plates in place. It has a giant helmet with just a single part with this blood red eye just kind of looking out. It's almost bloodshot. It's overly bloodshot, so it makes it look red. And it's just kind of scanning, and you can see that its movements, there's a sense of pain, almost as if every movement is, you can see its teeth are bared, its teeth are all black and rotten and sort of spiked, kind of looks like the mouth of Sauron at the end of all. And it's kind of now scanning the tree line of this place. But the guards have rushed out, and you see that the workforce, they are just quickly come on. There's a couple more guards in the inside. Are fucking get in. And you can see that they're in a flurry, having some sort of discussion about what's just happened and there being potential resistance and rebellion rebels out there, which gives you this moment as you begin to approach that the guards lessen and lessen. I am going to spend my 2 points of fate to give you a lovely 6 to have that. Unfortunately, the nature of fate, it is at this timing that you see somebody else approach the gate from the inside, as you see a palanquin being dragged by beaten centaurs, like in ragged clothing again, sort of looking like prisoners. These centaurs and other Fey haul this palanquin, upon which is resting, on a chaise longue, is this very Fey-like, quite darkly beautiful woman. She has like a bit of a kind of like witch's nose and things like that, but this isn't like a hideous hag, but actually quite a young, quite glamorous. Is it in? I'm trying to remember the movie with the 3 witches in it. Hocus. The young, pretty one. Do you know what I mean?
Jessica Parker.
Yeah, looks more like her, really. Dressed in sort of very noble, organic-looking, or noble, elegant-looking clothing, with some armed guards. You can see more of these elite-looking things. And she arrives at the gate, and you would overhear this as you're now drawing closer and closer. You would hear her kind of saying, like, tell me, have the prisoners arrived yet? We're expecting a delivery of some resistance members. And then he's like, oh, we just saw some resistance members in the woods. Like, what? And she's having this conversation at the gate as you guys all arrive. And you can see that she's got a few more of these elite-looking guards with her. What do you guys do?
They just said that this
Can
person...
we understand them?
I'm just passing
Just-
them.
Rowan can, so
just
Rowan
Rowan.
can. Yeah,
Okay.
Rowan can, but he can just transmit to
I'm
her.
relaying what
Yeah.
they said, essentially, to you guys by Nim.
Okay.
They haven't seen you yet, so they're still dealing with like the workers who are coming through, and this hag courtier has arrived and is talking to the gate guards, and you're sort of behind the last of these ragged-looking Fey that are being ushered in with their wheelbarrows full of ore. You're behind, so you are going to be next. You've got maybe 2 rounds before they sort of turn their attention to
How
you.
far away are they in feet?
I would say that who specifically, the hag,
The
sort of the woman.
Harlequin, yeah.
I would say that from where you are, 30 feet.
Okay. So I have a bad
You're like right by the gate, basically.
Yeah, I have a bad idea, but it might work. But I'm gonna.
It's probably far.
I'll see what the other. No, it's not fire. It's
So you can't see them, but on the inside, you can see this hag woman. And we can actually have you guys, because I do have a little map here set up.
Can you 2 hide in the ore wagon, maybe?
So these guys.
the silver twinkling wagon. I'll notice a little golden twink in there, though.
True enough.
So what's the order? Like, how are you marching? Is it prisoners at the front? Is it, what's the look here? And can I have Percy as well?
Oh, cool,
It's
yeah.
not massively dissimilar to what we saw in the forest, right?
Yeah, so
Where-
Wolf me.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Rowan.
true. Okay, let me.
I'll stand. Well, if we do Xanthias and Daisy in the middle, and
Yeah.
maybe me at the back, then just like
Yeah.
Poking.
yeah, poking a bit.
So
like,
Rowan's at the front with the warg, and
Yeah.
then Percy and Ophelia at the back, sort of shoving
makes
the
sense.
prisoners along.
Ophelia, stop it. Ow. That's too much.
You can probably see that. There's a couple of these elite sort of looking guards with the woman. And then out the front, after they went sort of chasing after, probably the 2 guards that were inside, one of them has come out to sort of check all of the prisoners going in. There's like a gaggle of them. I'm not going to put minis down to represent them. The Cyclops moves sort of over here, looking over everything. They're now filtering through. So this is kind of roughly the distance that you're looking at. About 30 feet from the inside of the gate where this. Yeah, I don't think you would know this, but for the sake of out of character and for the audience, this young hag, this courtier of the queen, the hag queen here, who's obviously been sent on some sort of mission to check, and you hear her basically say like, has the commander not reported in? What's going on with these rebels? Why are they? What's happened? And they begin explaining like, oh, there were 3 satyrs. Yeah, there were 3 satyrs, my lady. They threw some rocks. I think they were trying to maybe try and release the prisoners, the workforce.
So it's very clear they're answering to her,
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah. You can see that immediately these guards are deferential towards her.
I guess we're talking a plan in our heads, right?
Yeah, like I said, you've got maybe like a couple of rounds here before
I've
they
got
turn
an
their
idea, but
attention
I
to you.
can't guarantee its success. It's a new spell I've just learned very recently. I could try to dominate their mind. and force them to let us into the city.
That's a big risk.
A big risk, but I could also get them to give up the information on where we need to go as well.
A hag is
It will last maybe
This is,
a minute.
a hag is probably very powerful, though, with mental defenses.
True.
Rowan is saying, I think you've got this. Chris Trott is saying,
So you have that
An
in
alternate
conversation.
plan.
Maybe a guard? Or the Cyclops?
I mean, a guard. It's the Harlequin that's blocking the door right now.
Or the Cyclops?
I have charm. I could try and charm one of the guards, maybe, to back up in case something happens.
You can't speak their language.
Oh shit, that's true.
Oh, that's a good question.
You guys have this conversation in your head. You've drawn a little closer. You kind of moved a little bit in. The guard outside has waved the last of the laborers in, looks over towards you, Rowan, and the Warg, and sees the two of you. Doesn't think much of it and like looks, but is sort of now looking at Daisy and Xanthias like, what the fuck are these? Like, there's almost a look of like puzzlement, but hasn't said anything yet.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Follow my lead?
What does that mean?
What do you do, Ren?
That's significantly less detailed than my
Rowan
plan.
starts performing being irate and pissed off.
Yeah? Just like angry.
Yeah.
Kind of like looking around.
I'll start barking and like maybe snapping at their heels and stuff, like just to.
Yeah, if you start barking, like that immediately draws attention. Like the guard now looks like more fully at you. The hag is like turning to look at you. What are you going for? Just like looking annoyed.
I'm going to look like I look similar to that commander, right?
Well, I think you said you wanted to look exactly like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look like that commander.
Okay.
I've lost my satyrs.
Okay.
So in order to appease the hag,
Sure.
I've managed to at least secure 2 more.
Yeah. So as this all happens, you kind of see
But they
this.
cut my tongue out.
The hag looks over. This younger looking hag, this noble woman, basically looks over and it's like, Commander Kresk, where are the prisoners? We were expecting a delivery for the Blood Games. Where are they?
I angrily point to the forest where the satyrs.
You lost them. What is this? Explain yourself.
Rowan punches himself in the face.
You just like full on. Give me a performance check on this. I want to see how well you sell it.
We are full on
You
faith.
put them all in
put
here.
them in the
you
box.
put them in a little box.
1 second.
Yes. I mean, you are fully stacked.
And this is a
Performance, yeah. Oh, do you spend a fate?
Yeah.
Perfect.
31.
31.
Another
You
31.
sell it like you and
I
like
die.
you see. There is a kind of look of like, good, like you've punished yourself, and like this seems to be an appropriate like. She's just like, well, explain yourself. What's happened? Where are my
I
prisoners?
open my mouth wide and show my lack of tongue.
She looks in. I'm gonna make a check to see if she notices anything. She sort of looks in as she draws closer because she kind of draws up. She steps off the palanquin now and sort of moves over, and she knows she's looking at you. She's just like, quite a gruesome thing. Did they?
I smile though.
Yeah, you smile. What is that? Otherworldly magic I can send.
Can I?
And she starts looking around, and she's looking at Xanthias and Daisy like she can smell something.
I think.
But she's also looking at you and the Warg and towards Ophelia and Percival like, what is going on here? And like,
Oh, this is disgusting. It's the first thing I thought of.
yeah.
Can I just start urinating?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You start taking a piss.
Yeah.
She...
Gruff cocks a leg.
I'm gonna make a check to see if like... I'm gonna roll for her
It might
to
stink.
see
I don't know.
if she is like put off by this, like or like is distracted by this, basically. I'll say this will be like a perception check. See if she's like distracted. Yeah, she like looks over and it's like ugh. And says in Goblin to you, just like, you disgusting creature, how dare you? And she opens her hand and a whip of energy comes out and she lashes at you.
Oh God.
Yeah, she lashes you. And not only does the physical whip sting, but your mind reels from this whip as well, Gruff. As that is going to
Just got
be...
flogged.
6, 16, 20 points of damage. That would have been
Well, he did pee on her.
4 slashing, and then the rest is all psychic, so 16 psychic damage. And yeah, like, you disgusting, how dare you do that in my presence? Like, ugh, and like, is so angry at you for daring to do that.
Yeah, I'll whimper and like cry and.
Graf, pretend I'm about to punch you.
And-
I'm not
yeah.
actually going to punch you.
And I punch.
Okay, yeah. So how about, because you're both doing this, I'd like Gruff to make a performance because you're whimpering and things like that, but you can have advantage from Rowan.
yeah.
Taking the help
May I
back.
have Infate?
Yes.
So this is
Unfate.
performance.
Performance, yeah, for Gruff, please.
16, 17, 18, 19.
19. It's enough that she is at least convinced temporarily that, like, yeah, you guys, like, you're punishing this warg. She is definitely, you see, I would say that you would know that she was about to cast Detect Magic, as she could smell this, but what do you do in this instance? You've got, like, you've distracted her quickly. She's, like, looking around. She's seeing these two. What do you do here?
I'll point at Altheya and point at the prisoners and point at the gate.
Yeah, Ophelia would then start pushing like Xanthias and Daisy towards the gate, just like gesturing.
Okay.
Like,
You start shoving them, and she sort of looks around, and you can see all of the unseelie guards. You would hear them, and Rowan, you would understand them. Like, what? By the 9 lights, what are these things? What are they? Are these? And she looks to you, Ophelia, sort of like looks you up and down in this bizarre armor, and then looks to these two. These are creatures from the material world. Where did you find them? And is looking at Ophelia to answer.
Ophelia just gestures like back towards the road, just.
But you don't say anything.
Is she speaking in common?
No, she's speaking in this
I
Sylvan.
can't- I don't know what
But
they-
Rowan can understand
Rowan,
it.
yeah.
And is
speak
mentally.
language.
There is almost like a longer delay than normal.
Yeah.
Can I ask you where they came from? Where you? Shall I punch you in the face?
What is this? Is your entire raiding party suddenly silent?
I just sink my head.
She whips you as well.
Rowan, let me know if you want me to cast that spell.
Would a by the way, my attack roll against Kim, I rolled like a 19, so I was pretty sure it was going to hit. This would be an 18 to hit. Rowan.
Beats it.
Oh wait, actually no, it would be against my direwolf stats.
It would have been.
Oh, you almost knocked out the
Or
door.
remember, you get it's changed now, Kim.
Yeah,
You get
okay.
temporary hit points while you're in your form. That is going to be
If they knocked you out of your direwolf form.
So funny. God.
4 slashing 11 psychic, so 15 damage to you, Rowan. And she's just like,
Still pissing
you
off.
should be ashamed of yourself. Whoosh, like, how dare you? But
Rowan, no, I can't
she sort of
spell now.
looks over, and she'll look at the two of you now, you two prisoners.
I think we're making, at least I'm making an active effort to look not pathetic, but like not meet their eye.
She'll
kind
like
of,
looking
yeah.
down. Like, what's Daisy doing? Doing the same?
Probably, yeah.
She will come over, and you would see those of the guards. Like, her demeanor becomes quite like almost pleased, and like she's like looking them over. And she will reach down, and Daisy, she's gonna hook like a nailed finger and sort of tilt your chin up to almost like inspect you, as she's like looking you over. And she will say in common, in Ilmiran this time, broken, but she almost like looks into your eyes. Welcome to my Queen City. You are going to have quite a lovely time here, little pets.
I laugh in
And
the
she'll sort of,
background.
and as she draws her finger under your chin, Daisy, and it's very sharp, like a claw. And you feel just like a little bit of blood kind of like as it cuts you. And she sort of moves down past and sort of runs a hand along Xanthias' cheek, like no regard for like any sort of, like personal space or anything, like treats you like objects really. And as she kind of gets near you, Xanthias, this one is a magic user. Gag him, and will gesture. Almost sensing that, Xanthias has magic, basically.
Ophelia would follow that command.
And just immediately go off and, gag him.
Yeah.
She's, useless.
How aggressively.
I want to start selling it.
Pop his head off.
So you get like this piece of fabric wedged in your mouth and like gagged back. I think that this whole time, can I have Percival roll a stealth check? Because I think Percival
get
It's like
past
fading
the
into the
background.
he'll
background.
get past it. He's basically like just doing nothing and like staying in almost Ophelia's shadow, like where she moves, he loads, but he's like keeping his head down.
What's that bone clanking sound?
28.
28.
Like a
So
xylophone.
18 without Pass Without a Trace. Just because I think Pass Without a Trace, if he was trying to move somewhere stealthily, I don't know if that's going to necessarily apply in this specific scenario. But an 18 without it, he is like, goes unnoticed. Like, he's just very quiet, just like keeps his head down, isn't drawing any attention, and avoids it. And I think
Importantly, we've done more than 2 and 3 rolls, and we're still doing good.
Stop! Why would you say it out loud?
Because in 2 more, we'll still be fine.
she will, I think, she will sort of sensing that, seeing these 2 unique creatures that are not common here, I think that this hag lady will sort of look and look towards you, Commander. This is quite a prize, Commander. Make sure you deliver yourself to the Queen, and I will ensure that your injury is repaired. But these 2, yes. And she will wave her hand, and an arcane mark is going to kind of like... You guys can make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh, great.
Just while they do
Charisma
that,
save.
do you remember how much you just hit whip me for? Was it 20?
20 total, yeah.
I have a
How
counter
is your-
charm. Is it a charm?
It is not a charm, no.
Bugger.
This is, would you like an Arcana check
Fine.
for me? Anybody who would like to?
I've got a 5.
Can I do that alongside the save?
Yeah. You can do it before the save,
Oh,
technically.
Arcana was a 7, so no.
Okay. None of you know what the spell, like what she's doing.
I'm a wolf.
Okay, charisma save.
17.
17 charisma
I've
save.
used
That's
fate.
You've used a fate. Excellent. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. That is a success.
I mean, I have a +8 charisma save, but fate-wise, we're now half and half.
I had to. Mine isn't as good as yours.
I have faith in myself.
Got faith.
No.
Faith in the heart. There it is.
Sorry, no, that was a 19 because I got
19.
It was 17 with my plus.
Would a fate have saved it?
With a +8, I got 9.
Oh my god!
So I think that Daisy...
I really bit my wrist then. Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
I think with Daisy, Nim senses something and almost tries to use some of Nim's celestial power. They try and reinforce. They don't really know what's going on, but they're like, this is bad. I need to help you resist this. And the mark almost like it kind of appears on the sort of piece of your clothing and then breaks away, almost like in golden light. And the hag looks annoyed at this. But on Xanthias, your runes, there's something here that the runes almost don't anticipate a threat, so they don't really activate. And then as this mark almost appears like on the side of your neck, and the crown steel, I think, in your body, in like almost makes it stronger temporarily and almost flares it.
Right.
As you are marked, you're like arcane branded by this woman, in a kind of runic sigil. And she seems like she's kind of annoyed that it didn't work on Daisy, but then it's like, and then very pleased, like, this one I'm marking as my own. I want to see how well it performs in the blood games.
What does the sigil look like?
The sigil look like?
Yeah.
It would be a very very artistically done and stylized like S, with not a cool S, because I know that's where it's gonna go. No, it's a very stylized S, but with like maybe in a sort of circular design that looks like a series of thorns. Let's go with. Yeah, so that's what it kind of looks like.
Very cool.
This is the second time I've been tatted up.
Get
Yeah,
tagged.
and it's like glowing on your skin. It's not like, you know, indented or anything like that.
I've got a ghost hand on my shoulder.
That's true. That's true. Like you've been branded by Talion.
But she will sort of just be like, right, well, deliver them where they need to go, Commander, and sort of send you on your
Bow
way.
and then shove them forward.
Sure. And you shove them forward.
Pat the wolf.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me
Still
on the
stinks
wolf.
a bit.
one last.
Your hand smells like piss now.
As you're sort of being waved through, I'd like one more from everybody, a deceptional performance to sell this kind of like
Yeah.
basically.
Oh no.
Okay.
But it'll be a group check, so
Nat 20.
Wow.
that's going to go a long way towards helping.
How did I miss that?
My God.
I
You
would
have Bardic if we need it.
like a fate.
Oh my god, yes, I need it.
Okay, you'd like to spend a fate?
Oh my god, I rolled a 19, 21.
Deception.
Yes.
Oh,
Good.
wow.
21, so
That,
success.
yeah, I only had a +2, so that's
Oh my god.
very lucky.
I'm going to count the nat 20 as 2 successes because it was a nat 20.
Oh, that was lucky as
I
heck.
have a +8, and I got a 14.
14, that is not a success, I'm afraid.
22.
22 is
Roll
another
an
success.
18. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Percy got a 17, and I got 11.
Okay, all right. With that, thankfully, literally the nat 20 and Percy putting you over, putting you over the mark.
A lot of successes.
I think that, Ophelia, you maybe shove Xanthias a bit too hard, and Xanthias, you can't help but shoot a look back to Ophelia a bit, sort of cool it, fucking chill. But they maybe mark that up to you being particularly proudful.
Totally checks out.
I think because that's the most Ophelia Xanthias kind of thing, right? You just shove him a bit too hard, and he just
Imagine
looks
the
at you.
exact look.
Yeah.
oh, yeah?
You want to go?
I want to take this outside, motherfucker!
And I think that as you have that, and it's the Percy thing, he
God.
steps between the two of you and sort of very gently this time, maybe guides Xanthias to look away. Meanwhile, Rowan at the front, you bow quite graciously to this hag, and she just offers out a hand. What does Rowan do?
Do I cut it off?
What do you do?
Are they in?
You can't tongue it.
Put it in my mouth.
No,
A whole hand.
a gentle kiss of respect.
Yeah, good. Yeah. She does, and she sort of seems pleased by that.
I put my my end of my tongue and I stamp her hand.
Okay, nice.
Little gummy suck.
She seems quite pleased by that and just sort of waves you through. And at this point, you do get through the gate.
We did it! We did it, Steph!
You watch
Kind of.
the Cyclops
More
sentry
foreman.
just watches you all, this one sort of bloodied eye watching you all go as they continue having this conversation. You watch as the hag goes back on her palanquin, whips the centaurs in front of her, and they take her off somewhere. As you enter Vathalien,
Holy
truly.
Crap. Holy
You
crap.
are marked though.
I am marked. Is this just
So
an
she can
illusory
track.
mark?
You will have to find out. You'll have to.
It's not like a searing sort of pain.
I would say that you can feel that there is some sort of magical presence.
Right.
That's
I can also
to it.
probably feel this reaction occurring as well as strengthening it as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Well,
Cool S.
So what do you do? How you get through? You are in a sort of long street. You can see that up ahead, the street meets this river of this kind of silvery sap. But you can see that there are streaks of purple and dark red, as if the sap itself is discolored in parts of it. It has a wooden bridge that goes over and seems to extend out into the city. There are tall elven buildings on either side of you. You can see that people are going to and about their business, but most of the people you see here keep themselves. You see, there are shops, but nobody looks friendly. Nobody's welcoming you and gesturing you in that they might in Elmera. This is as you maybe make your way a little ways, you see some of these guards, these unseelie guards, go into, what would have once perhaps been a delightful bakery or a food, and they just go in and make a transaction and leave, laughing and joking amongst themselves, and the shopkeeper just looking very grateful that they've left and not caused any trouble. But you can see that this place, it is a metropolis, a maze of buildings and streets. So what's the plan?
Can we at least start walking towards the dusk side, the fruit, like the dusky fruit?
You can
side?
start making your way that way, yeah, for sure.
Just
But
using
you
that
will.
as a
That will
beacon.
basically, because you can look up and see vaguely it's that direction, but the actual streets, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to navigate those and things like that. And not knowing where to go, we're basically gonna. At that point, you're going to be making survival checks at disadvantage because you don't know this place, and doing travel rules. But you might very well run into another group of guards.
Yeah.
You might run into other problems. If you don't know where you're going, it's going to become a big problem.
Can Rowan look for some form of public transport or some sort of thing that's carting masses of people from one place to another?
I don't think that there would be any sort of public transport of that nature here. You do see more palanquins that seem to be taking some of the more prominent members of the Unseelie around, but again, it's all like manually pulled, kind of like rickshaws and things like that, being pulled by centaurs primarily. You see like laughing, those Unseelie, you see ones that aren't guards now, and they're wearing these kind of like fine robes, some of them quite scantily clad, some of them fully covered up. You see male and female Unseelie. You see another one of these hags, like younger hags, that seems to be, has like two guards sort of in the palanquin with her and is chatting away. There is a sort of normality to some of their behavior, but then you see the like scarred backs of the centaurs pulling them, and you realize that it's not normal. Like there's a veneer of civility here, but only if you are of the right, Fey, basically.
So is it that we are basically just walking through as a
Imagine
a unit, a prison guard unit?
Basically, you're kind of like marching them forward,
Yeah.
and right now nobody's giving you a second lance because you've just come through the gate. But imagine you've just walked into like London or a big city like and you've never been there before, and you're just like, where the fuck are we? But there's no like public transport that you see or anything like that. Nothing to help you get around quickly.
Gruff, I know this is all in.
Yeah. You don't need to say that now.
It's probably a little bit mundane, I suppose, but could you try to find more of those wolfy creatures and maybe just simply ask them for directions? You're the only person who can speak any of their language.
I can, but it might be dangerous because they might sense something's wrong, and they can communicate with the elves.
Well, I'm worried if you go speak to any more of these guards, you're disguised very convincingly, and this is not as an insult, as someone they very massively disrespect. I'm worried they're just going to keep attacking you like that woman did.
Well, maybe we could speak to someone who's not one of those, like a shopkeeper, someone who.
There are other there are civilians and stuff around, but they are very much kind of, you see them heads hung low, dejected, but there are people around.
Are there any wargs?
You would probably see wargs around, yeah, because I think that they're sort of like the Unseelie, they're loyal to the hags and the Fomorians. So yeah, you see and they're like in packs, like groups of wargs are like padding around like as if citizens, and you can see them going into shops and being given things. They're not paying for them or anything like that. They sort of go in. You hear like a few bark demands, like chickens, give us chickens, and they're handed over these and like they just come out and they've got them hanging out their mouths and things like that, laughing, kind of joking to each other and stuff. Yeah, you see a group of wargs.
I could also just speak to one of the shopkeepers.
I think that might be a better way to do it.
Well, what language does the shopkeeper speak?
We don't know.
I can comprehend at least.
But they need to comprehend you.
True. I'll try.
It's worth a go.
I grow a tongue.
Spend an action, grow your tongue back.
It's triple the length.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
It's like venom.
Yeah.
Eddie. Mrs. Jen. All right. So do you want to just find like a little store or like a group of people? You would probably see that like out on the street, you see a very worn looking, elf, I think. You don't see a lot of elves. A lot of the ones that you've seen so far have been like satyrs and centaurs, and they're cleaning gutters. Like they've literally got like this rickety ladder, and they're cleaning a gutter from several houses. And they're wearing like rags. You can see that they're covered in scars. And do you approach them?
Yeah.
They immediately get on their feet and start saying, "Come on, I'm so sorry, my lord. What can I do for?" And they're like groveling before you.
What are they speaking in?
They're speaking in that Sylvan language that is your understanding because of the spell.
I'm gonna grab them by the scruff, and pick them up.
And they sort of like look at you, and they're just like they're just terrified.
And I'm gonna point them at the building that they're cleaning the gutters of.
I'm doing my best, my lord. I'm trying to clean it.
Is there anyone in here?
I'd say that this building is some sort of like home, but I think it would be empty. A lot of the buildings here seem empty, or as if they're being prepared for someone, so that it's clear and there's furniture, but things are being sort of cleaned and arranged. But it is currently empty. So I'm trying to prepare it for the next entourage. Please, I'm doing my best. And
I'll push him through the door.
you see, he just immediately gets this like I'm fucked, and just is like, and just sort of almost like prostrates himself, like just like preparing for his punishment.
I'll close the door so people can't see in anymore.
And you bring everybody in with you, or is this just you and him?
I'm happy to keep watch.
Yeah, you keep watch. It's up to Gruff if Gruff wants to come in.
I mean, what were these two doing?
Maybe keep watch on these two.
Yeah.
But also look out.
We can stay outside as well.
I guess it would maybe look weirder if we went in.
So yeah, I'll just be inside.
So basically, Ophelia's there with the ward, and you're kind of keeping watch on the thing. So it's just you.
I'll do a magical action again and change my face to Rowan.
And like you see this elf like very confused
Don't worry.
look at you.
Hello, do you understand me? I can speak giant. Hello, this is giant speak. This is common. I switch to common now.
When you speak common, he does sort of look as if he's understanding a little bit.
You get this one? Yes?
You are speaking the language of mortals.
Perfect.
What are you?
I am not unseelie.
What?
I am here to help.
Help you.
One of the
You
elves.
help.
One of the elves, yes. Do you know of Blackwing?
Black Wing.
They live on the dusk side.
Dusks.
I'm not going to
I
harm
don't.
you.
I can't understand everything you are saying. Just words.
Oh, no, sleepy. Oh, day wakey. Oh, sleepy.
Sleep day. Are you looking
Sun
for someone?
down, sun up. No sun. Damn it.
He like looks at you. Can you give me a persuasion roll, please, Tron?
17, sorry.
17. He looks around. This is a trick. You're trying to trick me. You're testing me.
I'm not.
You're testing to see if I'm
Can
loyal.
Unseelie do this? And speak common? Probably not.
I would not dare question the Unseelie. They are almighty and powerful. I am loyal. I'm loyal to the Unseelie. Please, my family, we are not part of the resistance, my lord. We do not help them.
Well, in that case, I will tell the Unseelie you're not loyal if you don't tell me where...
No, I am loyal. I am loyal.
Yeah, well, I'll tell him.
I do not
You're not.
understand you.
Yeah.
I'm looking for directions.
Direct. You wish to go a place. You can see that, like, this person, that fear of, like, this is a trick. Like, you think that if you can break through that and convince him somehow that, like, you genuinely aren't, like, some sort of test, he'll probably try and help you. But, like, right now, he's just like, no, I wouldn't help anyone who is not of the Unseelie.
1 second. I'll open the door.
You can talk to us in your head. You don't need.
Can one of you two come in?
Okay.
Which one?
Just to show them that you're from the material plane.
I'll go in.
Go ahead, Daisy.
You see Daisy come in.
Ophelia, if you
Looks at you. You see this terrified elven figure. They are, wearing these rags, and they look confused.
Hi.
They barely understand common.
Oh.
Gree says in common.
Can you connect their head?
Greeting.
It doesn't translate language.
Oh.
Greeting.
Greetings.
Hello. You are prisoner.
Pretend.
No, I'm going to pat them on the head. Pat Daisy on the head.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I give a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a help action.
29.
Yeah. So at this point, this is not a test.
No.
You are.
We've snuck in. Sneaky.
You are in great danger.
Yeah.
There is. I can only barely understand what you are saying, but there is one who can help you. I will tell you how to fight. You can understand me, yes? You understand me.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
There is one who can help you. You will need to find them, and they will help you. You must find the Harlequin. The Harlequin.
Harlequin.
Yes. Go to. Do you know the city? Do you know?
No. Do you have a map?
No. Map. No.
Point.
He finds like a piece of. He finds like a piece of charcoal or something, or a little stone, and on the floorboards he draws a very crude street map, like a line, squares, and he circles an area, and he says to you, because he gets this impression, they get this impression that you can understand, you are here. You must go down here, down here at wait here. The Harlequin will be here.
Okay.
But you may have to wait. Hide here.
Okay.
But the Harlequin, you must not tell anyone that we have spoken. When we go outside, you must hit me. If there are any watching,
I'll pretend.
No, if they do not believe you, then I will be. Please.
Okay.
You must look like you enjoy hurting. They enjoy hurting.
Yes, I've noticed. Thank you for your help. Would you like a rock?
Rock? I do not understand what.
I open my satchel and give him a rock from the material plane.
Sort of takes it.
One of my favorite rocks.
Holds this rock that is from a world that he has never seen or been to. And almost you see the smallest tendrils of green magic from his hands caress and pass over this stone. And he sort of holds it close and lets out these, almost like a part of a song, not quite, more like a syllable, like a couple of syllables of a tune, and sort of holds it close. Thank you. This reminds me of freedom. This reminds me of freedom. Holds it close.
The satyrs.
Satyr. Yes, the satyr. Yes. Yes, the satyr.
Helped.
The resistance.
Yes.
Then there are still some.
They are
who
working.
Free. They will not be able to help Vathalien. Melascari is too cruel. He sort of holds his head. But
well,
you must go. You must go.
Okay.
The Harlequin.
Yes.
Meet with them.
And this is the map.
I will
Yes.
look at the map.
You and Nim can figure this out. When you arrive, do not disguise yourself. They will not come if you are the Unseelie.
Oh, good. Praise the Scions.
The Harlequin will not come if they think there is a threat. You must not be a threat.
We'll hide.
Yes.
Be us.
And approach when it is safe.
Right.
Go.
Can I
Go.
have that stone? The one you drew with?
Oh, the little piece
Yeah.
of charcoal? Yeah,
Yeah.
he hands that back to you. Yeah.
But they're my satchel.
Sure.
Fey charcoal.
Yeah. You have a piece of some sort of charcoal.
Rowan loves that.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Absolutely. It's like he probably found probably had it on him. It's just like a small piece of charcoal, basically. Yeah, sure. But he will just sort of nod and then.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and just try and look as kindly as I can.
Yeah, he sort
into
of
his eyes
touches
and
your
say,
shoulder.
"I'm sorry,"
Nods his head.
and then I'll magic action back
back to
into
the face. Yep.
yeah. And
Okay,
then go
great.
back outside and
Yeah.
whack him.
Yeah, so as you take him outside, kind of shove Daisy ahead of you, he kind of stumbles out, and there are guards sort of nearby. They sort of look over, what's going on, what's happening over here, and he's cowering. He puts his hands, and he's like, please, my lord, please, my master, no, I did not mean to upset. I'm doing my best, and he's pointing at the gutters and things like that. And then what you do is this a back,
It's
you cuff
a
him,
disrespectful backhand.
yeah, just like a proper proper whack. He reels, from your blow and kind of goes staggering back, and he's like bowing and scraping. You see the guards kind of just nod and carry on their way. And yeah, you have this brief moment.
Oh my God, Rowan just
Rowan, what are you doing?
hit a guy.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay,
What happened in there?
We've got information.
Okay, good.
Is he okay?
Yes. No, none of them are okay. But we've got information, and they were nice.
There's
And they
someone-
wanted to be hit, otherwise they would have been
Okay,
discovered.
That makes sense.
There's someone who we have to meet, who might be able to help us and understand us, which would be very useful just now.
Yes. And Daisy has a map
Yeah.
in
Wonderful.
her brain.
Yep.
And we have to go to this area and wait and hide as us, not as disguises.
Well, okay, easy for us too. We're not disguised, but yes, we can do that. How far away is it?
It's not that far. It's maybe about sort of 20, 30 minutes from here. Daisy, like Nim is in your head. Little one, yes, I've memorized the map. It is not far from here, but these streets I'm not used to navigating. I may need your assistance, but I do not believe it to be far.
We just need to wait because they will only appear when it's safe.
And I think that on that crude map, this elven figure drew, the main thing is like landmarks, like has drawn like bridge symbols and like the sap rivers and things like that. Cool. And it's through that Nim's able to navigate and sort of estimate the distance.
Okay.
And yeah, if you guys follow that, it leads you to...
I will mount the warg.
Yeah, large creature,
Okay,
absolutely.
Griffith? We've got to look the part, haven't we?
Yeah. Barding does have a saddle on it.
I brace.
You make your way there. You are, through Nim's guidance, Daisy sort of mentally giving you the instructions, letting the warg and the commander sort of lead them as you go. You eventually find your way to a very run-down part of the Dawn half of this city. The buildings are dilapidated, many boarded up. Looks like this was maybe once like part of a port, like a poorer area. Not that anywhere in this city is poor. It's all these grand, beautiful, elven buildings, all carved from this silvery wood and decorated, what probably would have once been decorated with beautiful cloths and windows and fabrics and things like that. But this area is run down. The buildings partially broken in places, burnt, ruins, boarded up, sealed off. And you come to the directions on the map are to an abandoned, probably what would have once been a marketplace. There is the shape of what would have once been a fountain fed by one of a smaller channel going through the middle that runs from the canals, but it's been blocked up, so it's dry. There's no sap that remains there. You see that there are people that live in this area. You can see dirty-faced elven children and satyrs and things like that scattered around, but they very quickly, as soon as they see or hear anyone coming, they seem to scatter. But there's numerous alleyways, a couple of abandoned buildings that surround this little market square.
This is what's denoted on the crude map.
It is,
as
yeah.
the waiting spot.
The time it's taken you to get into the city and get to this place, the warm light of the sort of sun fruit has dimmed even more, and that moon fruit has grown more silver and more brighter, kind of giving this implication of a day or night cycle. As the dim light begins to manifest, you see that these sort of glowing firefly-like bugs sort of begin to appear in greater numbers, casting this hazy glow over the place. I'm assuming you do as instructed. You drop the disguises, you find a place to hide yourself,
safe spot,
sequester
I think.
away.
Yeah.
And you wait there for a couple of, maybe an hour, 2 hours. It's hard to tell in this place. There's no real good sense of time. But eventually, you see that various elves begin to arrive here. And, some of them are carrying little chairs. Some of them have, children with them. But they are doing it secretively. They're sort of checking which way they've come from. Shh, whisper, hushing their children as they go, who are asking questions. They begin to pull out crates and cover them with cloths and setting out little bits of food and, drinks and things like that. Small amounts, really barely anything in the grand scheme of things. But there is a sense that people are being brought together in this place. And then everything goes very quiet, as if they're waiting for somebody to arrive. And out of the shadows in the alleyways and the buildings, various figures begin to almost step through the shadows. You know that where they stepped from was flat wall 1 minute, and as the light has created these long shadows, an elven figure steps through it, and all of them wear these full covered masks, like actors' masks, like troubadours, like Harlequin masks, dressed in motley colors but faded. Probably were once quite bright and colorful, but now they're muted, dirty, some even blood spattered. And eventually and they begin to hand out food. You can see they have parcels handing out supplies and rations, new boots and shoes for the children, clothing to replace that which hasn't been able to be restored. And then they all begin to gather as one final figure arrives. Their attire is not any more majestic than the others. In fact, it looks almost more ramshackle. It's part armor, part noble clothing, part minstrel. It has almost like a diamond patterned leg on one side and then a beautiful sort of noble's like legging on the other with silk and lace. But then part of their chest is leather sculpted armor, and then the other half is tattered chainmail and a pauldron. They wear like a dark scarf that seems to have a life of its own and almost like reaches out, almost like another pair of hands behind them, taking things or giving things out of its pockets to the children. And the children seem particularly delighted. They and you almost see like little sweets being given out by this scarf that they wear around their neck, with a hood covering it. And again, they have the traditional dual Harlequin mask, the split, one angry, one sad. And they begin speaking in Elven to everybody there, and it's very obvious that this figure is the main figure of this organization. But that is where we're going to take our break as the Harlequin makes their appearance.
Cool.
Love
And
the
we will
design of that one. That's cool.
return to this after the break. Thanks for holding a little bit longer. We're going to take our part one break here. We'll see you in part two.
God, we're good at games.
We're really good.
Yeah, we're doing it.
See you in part two.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Welcome back to Altheya the Dragon Empire, Part 2. Our heroes have entered the city of Vathalien in the Feyweald, having successfully managed to bluff their way inside.
That's right.
We deserve
Some close calls,
Was close.
but you snuck your way inside, and through convincing one of the locals that you are here to help and that you are not some servants of the Unseelie, you have been directed towards a figure that may be able to help you.
Bless you.
Wow.
Oh God, the disguise has dropped immediately. We've been caught.
What a noise that
No,
was.
it's because she
This is
tried
the
to stop
episode of
it for
noises.
so long
Yeah.
and then
Tried
just
so hard to
unleashed.
keep it down.
The episode of bodily noises. Anyone
You
want to fart next?
Am I surrounded by this?
I'm going to fart next. It's going to be fine.
You have been directed to a abandoned marketplace, and having waited there, you have been directed to speak with a figure called the Harlequin. And indeed, as you wait, you begin to see that the elven people of this city, at least those still remaining, those tormented by the Unseelie, have gathered, and in this gathering, the Harlequin and their people, their organization, whatever it is, have appeared to hand out supplies and goods and things like that. And yeah, you see them moving about the people. You would watch as they begin giving out supplies. The Harlequin themselves, their sort of magic animated scarf, going into various bandolier of pockets and pouches and giving out sweets to children, and perhaps some of the more mirthful and youthful of the Fae, even though there may not be fully children, some of the satyrs and pixies and things like that, the joyful people come buzzing up and things like that. The Harlequin, their head and their mask looks directly into the building you guys are hiding in, sort of tilts their head, and then goes back to whatever they were doing.
Wow.
And you would hear, because your comprehend languages would have ended by now, Rowan, because it only lasts an hour. Eventually they gather everybody up, and you would hear them speak in this sylvan language, this elven language. And the Harlequin, their voice projects from underneath that mask as if unaffected by anything on their face. And they speak with... Most of the elves that you've met have a very androgynous, not very clearly male or female, sort of switching between two. The Harlequin has a much more sort of masculine demeanor to them, and their voice is much more masculine. And begins speaking with the crowd, and the crowd respond into something, and you pick up from subtle clues that it's almost like a request, as the Harlequin sort of bows and begins to perform a small sort of little one-man play that tells the story. Again, it's all in a language you don't understand, but the story that you pick up on is two rivals in the sword, two rivals in poetry, two rivals in music, who sort of chase and hound each other at every opportunity, but eventually fall in deep, deep love with one another, though their rivalry continues, even though they are utterly devoted to each other. And you get the sense that these two figures are perhaps deities to the elves, that they are some sort of gods or belief, and that they inspire competition and to drive you on to kind of raise yourself up against the people that stand against you and to be better than yourself. And this story kind of is told, and there are jokes, there are funny bits, there are sad bits, and even though you don't understand the language, the performance, like this Harlequin, the way they use their body is so natural and instinctive, and you pick up on these story beats even without understanding a word. And Rowan, you would note with the kind of sweep of their hand, music begins to follow them around, like when you play Sostenuto and music fills out around, and that music helps guide that story as well. It sets the tone. When it's more funny, there's a bit more of a jaunty comedy vibe to it. When it's tragic and beautiful, there is a somber delicateness to it. When they clash, he manages to almost fight himself, and a little bit like Wit in the Stormlight, there is almost this other illusory duplicate that faces off against him, and he fights and duels himself in a sort of fencing duel, and then eventually sort of embraces and sort of leans down and romantically kisses this image before it dissipates and things like that. And there's this exceptional showmanship to this performance. And the people, it's all very hushed though, as if they don't want the sound and the music to spill beyond this square. And eventually, this performance comes to an end, the supplies are given out, the Harlequin makes time to go and speak with all of the elves. But every now and again, and I think that maybe at the end of the performance, as they bow to this light clapping, there is a bow in the direction of the building that you're all in. I eventually wait, and you see that all of the other troop that have been gathered, they escort the other elves away until it's just the Harlequin sat on this dried fountain. And you see that they're just juggling a dagger, a pair of 3 daggers. They're just sort of idly, and then they catch it, put it into their belt, and then just look over. And in Ilmeren will say, "It is safe now. You can come out. Thank you for your patience, my assembled audience."
Raoul will come out clapping. Wonderful performance, really good.
My thank you, good friend. My strange but not unwelcome audience of a different world. What are these new players that doth appear in this curtain call of the great Vathalien?
Hello, my name's Gruff. I'm from a little village called Tremoro.
Welcome to the stage, Gruffeth of Tremoro, the little village. Far, far from home, it would seem our player has come.
Quite far. These are my companions. We're here on a task for another elf.
One of my kith and kin has bid you into the city of pain and torment. A gift I can't imagine is so easily and welcome amongst you. What do you take of our once great city?
I must admit I did not expect this level of pain and torment and the subjugation of the meek, the infirm, and the vulnerable.
Alas, a tragic tale is that of the elves and of Vathalien, and now Queen Meliscari of the Blooded Eye now rules this roost, and such many of its pigeons have flown away, leaving only the weak, the infirm, and the vulnerable behind. What is your name?
Daisy.
So sweet a thing and full of light, this player doth enter the stage, it seems.
Yeah, our friend is called Blackwing, but I can't remember their full elven name.
A blackwing. Ah, a bird who flew the coop long before flew the coop long ago. Have they sent you to fetch the sticks and stones that they left behind?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
but it
yes.
wasn't sticks or stones. It was a few other things. Yeah.
What have they sent you to recover from their wayward nest?
Well, I remember off the top of the dome.
Well, it was a
that we
folio
were-
of their artwork,
Yeah.
a jewelry box, woven blanket, all various things scattered around their previous residence. Blackwing painted a very different picture of Vathalien, and we came to encounter arriving here. Xanthius Oregon, by the way.
Xanthius Oregon, a delightful name. Are you hero or villain in this little story?
We're a hero every time.
Of course you are. Of course, we all are we not? The heroes of our story. And Blackwing, yes, painter, quite a painter and a poet and a weaver of many things, but they have not set neither claw or wing within Vathalien in some time. I imagine that their fond memories of a once beloved city is very different to the reality of today. Quite what luck befalls the actor who departs the stage before the final curtain call.
I imagine a creature of Blackwing's power would be of much use here right now.
As would many of the fallen elves, once the king and queen's guard, or the loyal warriors, or those even who kept to the shadows. You would be surprised at what little such individuals can achieve when darkness spreads across such a great, great area of our once beloved home. I would know. But tell me, what does a daughter of the lands so grey and barren owe to an elf like Blackwing? You are a delightful sight, but one I did not expect to see upon this stage tonight.
Oh, thank you. I am Sister Ophelia Delarosa of the House of Blood. I'm here just to accompany my companions on this quest. Blackwing has no sway upon me at this moment in time. I do not owe them anything. They owe me nothing.
Curious. Curious. Once long ago, when I took to a very different art, servants of the land of grey were ones I came across too often. Many times did our blades clash, and he begins to almost mime that duel that he did earlier. Never once did I think that one would visit my city in such pleasant tones. You would have been, well, very unwelcome here long ago, and still would be. For even though the Unseelie are full of hate and spite, their nature still turned towards the enemies of old is vicious still. They may hate their people, but they hate the other realms far more, for the old grudges still linger.
The Fae and Ilmera have shown me that just enough. Don't worry about that.
Your mortal world.
Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Carry on.
Ah.
There's some dust in the air. I'm sorry. Why would it come out?
He's stuck like that.
This is role-playing. Xanthius is going to sneeze. I'm going to breathe fire.
Harlequin.
Yes.
Firstly, I just want to say the music that you emanated was stunning. Loved the addition.
Thank you.
Secondly, decided to stay in the Fae. I'm interested as to why.
Decisions. I am not the writer of this story. The script was written for me long ago. I made no choice of the matter. No.
Everything's predetermined?
My story is.
I have no choice?
Perhaps you do. Perhaps you do not. I am not the author of your story either. I would not begin to anticipate it. I know what my place in this great tale is, and clearly yours and mine have coincided. You will be a player in this great tragedy, at least.
Tragedy?
Yes, the tragedy of Vathalien. How else could you describe such a tale? Look upon the city and what you have seen.
It is saddening to see it in this state. Even us outsiders can tell the difference between what was before and what has been done to it. It's awful.
And tell me, Maestro, for truly I can see by
I
that...
haven't been called that before.
Well, but you bear the instrument of one.
I do. But it's such a big word, you know?
Yes.
Such a title.
Well, an artist must respect and acknowledge another artist.
Please.
Where mine perhaps is swayed by words and deed upon a stage. Yours is through music of great renown.
Wow. No, I do some local gigs.
But tell me, I have a question for you then. Were you in a position to rewrite the fate, rewrite the script and tell a different tale of Vathalien?
Oh.
Would you?
I feel like we are merely stagehands rather than main actors, so to speak. We are merely here to swap out a prop in the back.
But is it not the nature of a stagehand, one misplaced prop, one trapdoor unclosed or curtain called too early, can bring the end to a performer's fate?
Well, frankly, I didn't know the stakes were so high.
Yeah, what could some simple stagehands simply arriving to procure some, like Rowan said, props and quickly flee the scene possibly do to change the fate of Vathalien?
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps for now, these humble stagehands, if that is what you are to be, are but shadows flitting across the back of the set. Perhaps you are merely here to gather up a poor lost bird's nests. But perhaps one day, if these understudies would take to the stage, and you see that from nowhere a knife has appeared in his hands and he's kind of dancing it across his fingers. Perhaps one day these understudies shall take upon themselves a main role and assist in a queen's downfall. Like grabs it and sticks it into the stone next to him, or the wooden fountain next to him. Such a prize could not be gathered
Well,
on
the
such...
Greyfather helping the Fae. What a power play that would be, eh?
Quite.
Well, if the father of unlife would ever wish to have a great debt owed to him, then there are those artists who do not, for whom vengeance is the greatest muse of all, and they are willing to give up a part of themselves to see that story told.
Is this a script you've seen fully written, and is this just a casting call, or?
I am but a humble player, Xanthias. I would not dare to dream of what scripts may come and what tales may delight upon the great stage that is Vathalien. But if I can see, were I a dreamer, were I one to envision, I would like to believe that such a tale could one day take place. Should I find the cast brave enough to join me?
Gruffith,
Hello.
are we actually in a play?
I don't really understand. On that note, I'm a rather simple man of simple words. It's my wife.
Finest audience we can imagine.
It's my wife who does the storytelling and has a beautiful...
You are a lucky man.
I am incredibly lucky. I don't even know how I managed to convince her to marry me. But that's another story for another day. She's the one who uses words. I speak plainly. I do not like what I've seen here. It is cruel, it is unkind, and there is a great injustice in this world. What can I do to help?
For now, dear, sweet, simple Gruff, for now perhaps you are not the actors I seek. For the Queen is a foe most terrible, a dragon, literally in need of slaying in the old stories of your world, I think, sometimes ago, but no, she is perhaps a little beyond you for now. For now, help the bird. Take back their trinkets. Remind them of what you have seen here. If you wish to help Vathalien, perhaps the raven need return to its roost.
I will do what I can. This place is not right.
Alas, the Unseelie can never not be a part of the Feyweald. They are as much a part of life as we are. Light and shadow, dawn and dusk. Cruelty, well, think of the winter in your realm. Is that not cruel? It kills the starving and the hungry. It robs the strong of their strength. Cruelty is as part of life as is joy. One cannot exist without the other sometimes. But to see this, to see such tragedy on such a scale, to see such a dark tale spread across the stage, I would like to see. I would much prefer to be in a comedy once more.
The third of my tenets is to bring hope and comfort to those in need. If I must, I will return here. I'm just one man. But I will help in any way I can.
Well, on a stage as dark as this, perhaps it is just but one man who will make that final line of dialogue ring true. Perhaps it will be that one man who makes the cunning play, the final strike, before the great curtain comes crashing down. But still, you are here for other business, and you have no doubt been sent to the Harlequin to seek some aid. For few in this city will speak of the language of your world, nor be able to entreat with you. You have come to quite a dark and dangerous place.
Yes.
The scarf and offers Daisy a little wrapped candy.
Well, yes, we obviously have... What?
No, carry on.
Oh.
Wait, is this free?
Forgive me. I give it freely and without any obligation, little Daisy.
Well done.
What a sweet little
Thank you,
flower
Graf.
that you are.
I mean, it's after all, that's the whole reason why we're here in the first place.
Yeah, I got trick.
I promise.
The raven up to its old tricks again, I see.
Yes,
Favor for a favor.
the raven. We are looking for...
Quoth.
We're quaffing. What?
I thought it's Quoth.
Quaffing is quite a different thing entirely.
What a very weird thing to say, Rowan.
So is queefing.
But we are looking for...
Okay, Rhiannon. You didn't need to go there. God.
Ophelia, please.
It was all there on the set. We were all thinking it.
We were all
We were not all thinking it.
thinking it. I was just the only one brave enough to say it.
The three Qs.
Courage is the word that we need right now. Courage.
The three Qs. Quoth, quaff, queef. That's a new T-shirt design.
Three tenets of
Title
life.
of this episode.
No, definitely not.
Picture me for that thumbnail.
It's Rhiannon's in it. We're looking for his house.
It's in the tapestry.
In the tapestry,
On the dust side of the
this dust
city,
side
I
of the
know,
city,
fuck.
yes, in order to procure those items.
Yes, I can send you on your way and guide you to...
You just can't help it, can you? You just have to.
You just really had to let that grow out.
Genuinely, Rhiannon, I don't think we were all thinking. Like,
Yeah, no.
you and Trot might have been.
Hey.
Maybe Kim.
I was. was. Yeah.
The majority of the table.
Majority
All right,
of the table.
okay, I will give you the majority of the table.
was
But let's
very
not
that
use
way,
the
but I
word.
was beaten.
Let's
And
not use the
honestly-
word everybody.
Honestly, I praise the bravery.
She jumped in so
I-
quick that
so
we didn't have a
quick.
chance to
It
think
was
of
just
it
like you didn't
before
even-
It was already
There was
over.
no hesitation.
I welcome
You're like that
someone else
Cyclops.
just blurting something out.
Exactly. See, we
And
can
I'm
be-
glad. And I'm glad.
Sometimes the tap just stays on just a little bit,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Sometimes it stays on too long.
Sometimes
it floods the bathroom.
Sometimes that water bill's going right up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are we good? Are we done?
Huh?
Should we put this aside?
Come back.
Yeah, it'll come back
Should it?
Gotta come back.
Always does.
Yeah.
like a blocked drain.
Right.
Like a block drain.
With that.
It is just a natural. No, can't stop.
Shall I just give it a bit more? I'm just going to give it a bit more time. You tell me when you're ready to continue playing the game.
You
be
tell
fair,
you
we're
tell
quite
the story.
serious.
We'll just subtly weave it in sometime.
I'd
later
rather
on.
you didn't.
We'll see. We'll see.
Graf pissed on a lady.
That's true.
So, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys aren't giving her a harder time.
Oh. Right.
Tiny hat.
The Harlequin will say, yes, the Raven, I will guide you to the Raven's Nest.
Free of charge.
Yes. No obligation.
You're being so responsible.
Gruff did the noise, and it
I
reminded
know
me.
the noise. I know the
However,
noise.
I will not be able to assist you myself. I have other matters that I must attend to in this dance that we employ here. And I should give you fair warning. The tapestry, one of the few thorns in our new-blooded queen's eye. The tapestry was once home, and with a gesture, he sort of conjures in the fountain, with the sort of central part of the fountain becoming this great tree and creating like almost a replica of the city in this illusion. It zooms in on a part of the city. The tapestry was once home to mages of all kinds, the greatest weavers and enchanters of the great city of Vathalien. They created such beauty, and created weapons and instruments and clothing that glittered and glamoured and was full of magic of the Feyweald. So prominent was the tapestry that even the royal family themselves gave them an entire portion of the city to call their own. Build what you like, construct towers and homes, fill it with your arcane wonders. And then when the coup came, and you see this illusion, sort of parts of the city turn dark, and you see little miniature armies kind of working their way in. The great Queen Melascari knew that these troublesome weavers would be quite the problem, and dispatched her people to bombard it with magic and rocks from the Cyclops, and all sorts of destruction rained upon it. The weavers that had remained were killed. But they left one last gift for our new queen. Their guardians, the spells that they conjured, they linger still in the tapestry. And so far, the queen's forces have found it a rather troublesome place to be. Alas, unfortunately, the spirits and the guardians and the spells that linger there still cannot tell friend from foe. And so the whole district has become closed and sealed off, too dangerous, until the queen can find a way to deal with these troublesome, wandering wizardries. So, once you get inside, there may be some challenges that you must overcome, but Blackwing's nest is not far to be found. I can take you there, whenever you are ready.
It's good to know the Queen still has trouble in her own fiefdom.
Yeah.
The Queen Thief.
Alas, if only it was safer for our own people to go there.
I don't know if this is helpful at all, and I'm just trying to
You
move
just
the
have to
conversation
not
on.
respond to it.
I'm just trying to move the conversation on. It's fine. It's fine. Don't look at him. Don't look at him in the eye. Just ignore him. Maybe actually I'm just going to turn Xanthias around so he's just...
I'm going to sneeze again. I'm going to sneeze again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck, I'm done. Go home.
But yes, we can follow you into the tapestry, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid all the trouble. We managed to get through the gates after all.
Yes, quick in, quick out. Just
Impressive to say the least.
Honestly, for us,
take
it's
some-
very, very impressive. We don't usually manage that kind of thing. We did good.
We did very good. We did extraordinarily good.
Sometimes the shadows are great allies. Sometimes it is in the hands of a capable performer that we must don a new mask and play a different part to the one that we normally know.
Or panic pee on someone's leg.
The Harlequin laughs out loud.
It happened.
I was
Now
not
that
panicked.
is a trick I haven't tried myself.
It worked really well.
I was
I will
not
remember
panicked. I was just playing the part.
You did it very
part well
well.
played.
I would say as well, one thing that you notice is there is not a single part of this, and you're pretty sure that this is an elf, like the build, the body and everything else, but you cannot see a single bit of skin. Like the mask is almost like a helmet that's like sealed around. The scarf, the animated scarf is like wrapped fully around their neck. They wear these long gloves, like there is not a part of their body that is exposed to anything. And all of the movements, like the voice is so clear through the mask and the way they turn their head. And you could almost even swear that that mask, sometimes the expression on each side changes ever so slightly. So one half might look angry, but when he was talking about the tragedy of Vathalien, it seemed more sad. And then when he laughs, both sides almost seem to grin, but one is more of a maniacal, quite sinister grin, and the other one is like a happy grin. And it almost shifts and changes in subtle ways like that in response to what he's saying. Yes, well, when you are ready, if you are prepared and wish to be gone from this place as quickly as you can, I will take you there. The shadows will be our guide. I will take you there unseen, unbidden.
I like unseen and unbidden. I like both of those things.
Yes.
A lot.
I will get you as close as I can to the tapestry, but alas, the shadows, the magic of the tapestry itself will not permit me to travel within it. And it is guarded as well.
Right, well, I think we're good to go.
As ready as we'll be, yes.
Oh, very well.
Same disguises as before.
Well, that is up to you. I will take you to a place unseen, and then you can decide from there what you wish to go. Unless there is any more questions you have of Vathalien or the elves. It is not often I have such a wondrous audience to speak and entertain with. It has been some time since I spoke to anyone of your realm. There were those I used to who would beseech me for gifts, and I would grant them from time to time.
Oh, actually, I was wondering if I could. It's not so much a gift, but I just saw, you and your friends were handing out food and supplies earlier. Can I donate these? And I'll take out 3 healers kits. And hand them over.
A very kindness you have done here, Gruffith. Tell me, would you tell me a little of your story? What is your story? I know so little about you, but a gift to a Fey is quite a powerful thing.
Oh,
A gift with such pure intentions, even greater, and I wish to see it returned.
I saw those children in need of food, in need of healing, in need of toys, and I have these spare. I don't need them. I just wanted to help.
He looks at you, Graf, and could you tell me, we obviously, as players and as the audience, we know Gruff's story, but in Gruff's mind, what is the thing beyond your immediate task here and now? What is something that Gruff desires? Like a heart's desire, like in his heart of hearts, what is something that Gruff wants?
To know where his youngest son is.
Okay. You see that the Harlequin graciously takes these 3 healers kits, opens them up, sort of nods, and just sort of puts them behind his back, and then they're gone. Like they just vanish. Like there's nothing back there but just like a magic trick. And he looks at you, and the mask kind of tilts in your direction. Well, a gift such as this please allow me to provide payment. That seems very fair.
Oh, no. What is it you say?
I insist.
I give this freely.
I
No
insist.
obligation.
And he pulls from a pocket what would work in this? Gruff wants to know where his youngest son is. He pulls out a little broken shaving mirror. It's this beautiful, carved from some sort of scrimshaw, like a bone, like you would find back in Ice Heart, but it's not anything of Ice Heart design. This is beautiful fey foliage, but it's carved from some enormous bone, and it's a broken shaving mirror. And he'll pass that to you.
Oh, thank you.
It's all right. Not a problem.
There's no magic or anything like.
I think when Gruff holds it, you know that this definitely has some magic to it. Okay. This is, and I think that you would probably hear in your mind, when you are lost and thoughts of family linger, look into this, and you will know. And you just hear that in your mind.
And I don't recognize the mirror. It's okay.
Well, that's, I think, a wonderful gift, quite from the heart. A very kindness. Is there anything else? I know a few stories. I know a few tales. Should you have any burning desires to know of the Fae, of Vathalien,
do you perchance know anything about Blackwing's house itself? Any troubles we might encounter simply navigating the place? Obviously a very, very powerful magical creature, but...
Yes. Quite a weaver in their day. They were quite known. Well, did they provide you their key, their token to their house?
Yes.
Ah, then you will have no difficulty at all. Perhaps,
Yes.
Yes. Why'd you look at me like that then?
Because you don't remember.
I said yes, and then you looked at me like, no, you fucking didn't. So I was like, did we not?
No, you looked at me as if to say, did we get the key?
There was a mutual look.
You will be fine. The protections and the guardians of Blackwing's estate of home should not bother you, so say hello to the old man for me.
Old man? There's an old man in there?
Probably the freezer.
What?
Fucking good reference, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking 1990s Tomb Raider.
If I start hearing the clanking of the glass moving around, I'm running.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zoomers hate that one.
But the Harlequin will just say, no, you should be unaffected. Of course, I cannot guarantee other mages, their spirits and guardians that still linger. I cannot promise you that they will care for Blackwing's trinkets.
Okay.
An above game thing, by the way, I'm just going to say this. This Harlequin figure is clearly a very powerful Fae.
Yeah.
And if anybody had a big question or this is a good, if you have bigger questions, this is a good time. Or if you have anything that your characters might want to know, it does not have to be about your immediate situation. This is a figure of some considerable power. They mentioned basically being like a warlock patron, you're kind of looking at an archfey level.
Hello, I'm Rowan.
Hello, my friend.
You.
My fellow performer.
So, you've been around probably a lengthy period of time compared to our lifetimes.
Most certainly, my little mayfly.
No offense.
No, none taken.
So, I forgot my question.
So easily.
It just went right out of there.
Anything that can bring it back, Rowan? What were you last thinking about prior to...
Rocks.
Rocks. Is it to do with rocks?
Something to do with giants.
Giants.
Has the Fae ever encountered the Proto-Magi?
The Proto-Magi. This is a term your people use, is it not? You refer to the inhabitants of the material world who had come before. I know of them, yes, but not... There are... what is your question?
I wondered if they affected other realms, not just the material, and whether there was any knowledge to be gleaned about what they did?
The beings that you refer to, how should I relate to them? If we are players upon the stage, they sought, I should say, to control the theatre house. They meddled in great matters, like brokers. They saw things as currencies and accounts, matters to settle, to proke and to prod. They tried many times, some successful, to enter into these woods and upon this stage. They bargained for power. They took power. Their goals, hard to say. We know that they wanted to control much. But those Fae who entreated with them, I myself was never one, a pact was broken between them, and they will not speak of these beings. I know only of them through mortals such as yourselves who came to me seeking help and answers, delving into, what do they call their theatres? The vaults. Many came to me asking for the power and gifts to explore those depths, to find the answers like you seek, but alas, I could not give them directly, so I could only give them indirectly, encouraging them to explore, to delve, to seek out, as is the way, to reach the end of the story. Alas, I do not know the beginning to that one. One of the rare few that I don't, I'm afraid.
That's okay.
But it's difficult for us to say. I have existed for so long that time is such a... It is an overture that I cannot remember when it begins and ends. It fluctuates, it peaks and it falls. Sometimes the tempo is fast and sometimes it is unbearably slow. They came before you, your kind. And quite a stirring. There was that figure, the traveler across the plains, the child of the plains. They came seeking power and magic. I met them once. When they met with the transcendent court. I was but a humble minstrel back then. Power they radiated. Power of all the realms. They bore wings of luminous light, a crown of hellish fire. They wielded a scepter of law itself, and chaos was cloaked around them like a cloud and cloak. The dead, even the dead, had given a gift to this child. They had come to us, seeking to learn about life. They made quite an impression on one of the old members of the court, if I remember. Oh, she loved him dearly. So much so that she left this realm, went with them, I should say, on to whatever journeys they transpired. I believe that, yes, all of you came from that child, I think. The one who created the world, that after this, yes. No. Altheya was, Altheya was once of here.
Are
we all related?
I think we might be. This is all... Okay, hang on. No, I've got nothing. That's, a lot. Because you're staring at me.
Yes. Okay. You seem confused. Do you not know the one who created your world? After these, what do you call them, the proto-magi, they destroyed you. Your world was barren, lifeless, yes?
Yes, and the Grey Father saved us all.
Sister Ophelia Della Rosa. I did not realize such a comedic player was with us.
It's not comedy, it's very serious.
Oh, it is the comedy of the utmost.
Oh no.
For comedy is born in deception, is born in ignorance.
No, you don't know. There is no deception here. This is truth, I'm telling you.
The Grave Father, I suppose, perhaps had a hand in it, yes, in the way that all of the planar realms did. For they gave their power to the child, and the child rebuilt, brought power, brought life to your world.
Well, what's the name of this child?
To me, I simply knew them as the child of the plains. They carried gifts from all of the plains. They were somehow born of everything and everything, but not any one.
So what are all the
They were a monarch. They were regaled. They were treated as if they were a king or queen.
So what are they all fighting for? What are all the planar realms fighting for?
Planes have been fighting for eternity, dear sister. That we fight simply because we are opposed. Life fights death, it resists it. Law pushes against chaos, light against darkness. We fight because that is all that has ever been known.
So there's no great cause, there's nothing at the end of it. It's just fighting for the sake of fighting, and that's it.
I could not speak to your realm, but here in the Feyweald, we fight to preserve what we love, to preserve this, to preserve the feeling of life, the pain, the joy, the tears, the laughter. That is what we fight for. We fight because eventually there will be an end, and we struggle, we are life. It is very difficult for me to explain these concepts to you mortals, for you are not concepts. You are so much. You are so delightful. You are so curious. Such curiosity, such passion, such desire within each of you.
I've never felt more like a stagehand than a main cast member than right now.
Yes, I do have a lot of questions. You're right about the curiosities.
Oh, surely, you know what I speak of.
The fighting? For always?
Oh, my dear little Daisy, no, forgive me, I am not speaking to you, but to the one within you.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
And you would hear Nim in your head say, I do understand this trickster, this clown. I understand them. It is very hard for you and your kind to understand, but I don't know what this child that he speaks of. I was but a humble soldier. I don't know anything about this.
Nim doesn't know who the child is, just so that you were...
Percy, do you know there's a child?
Oh, Sister Ophelia, my memories are only of when my time with you. I am afraid that I am not aware of the greater teachings of the Grave Father, I'm afraid.
Good, okay. A liar.
But just...
I am a liar in many cases, dear sister, for an actor is always a liar, for we wear the faces we must for our roles, but in this, there is no deception. I speak of history and of truth.
And this face you're wearing now as a storyteller, this mask you're wearing, what are you beneath that?
Now that is an excellent question. It falls a storyteller to leave a little something for a sequel, of course. But I will tell you this, I was not always this clown, this performer. I was a musician. I was an entertainer. I entertained kings and queens of this realm. But I was also a soldier. Not so much a front line soldier. No. Shadows and secrets were my realm. I fought, I protected, I kept secrets, whilst wearing many masks. So underneath this one, the masks go on and on and on. But I was once a soldier, very close to many of the ruling powers. But alas, since the Unseelie and the Hags, my power has waned, and I am but now your humble bard, a storyteller and little else.
Can I roll a history check to see if Gruff somehow would know about the child, like some old forgotten
Make
tale?
a religion roll.
Yeah, sorry, I meant religion. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fate it because I feel spicy.
love it.
Nope. 3, 6, 9.
Total of 9. I'll tell you this. It's a failed roll, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to spend 2 points of fate.
Oh.
Gruff. These teachings, you remember old teachings of the Scions and the Saints. He said that this child was regaled and clothed and treated like a king or a queen, a monarch, a sovereign. Powers of all the planes who created or remade Altheya. That is the creation story of Sovereign and taught by the church. Xanthias.
Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out how much of this is just like forgotten Althea lore from like 3 years ago. Like how much of this is common knowledge that we are just completely blank.
Yeah, it could be. But for you, those 2 points of fate I just spent,
Oh God.
you feel sort of burning in your chest. Your mind flashes, and you know that a memory is almost sent to you as this pain in your chest. And you, from your own perspective, you are stood in the most incredible palace that you can imagine. You know, elves, beautiful, surround you in gorgeous, glowing gowns and silks unlike you've ever seen before. There is the sound of music and the smell of wine and food, and life exudes around you. But not just that, there is also, you can hear the sounds of ritual combat. You look over and you can see that 2 elves are spinning, dancing with blades, but cutting each other. And every cut leaves these strings of crimson bloods kind of spraying around the place. You know that there is debauchery happening beyond these great crowds of pretty elves. There is life of all kind happening. And you are stood before a council of about 12 or 13 elven figures, other fae nestled amongst the crowd, looking up at them as they present you with a gift, a kind of seed, glowing and glittering. And you reach up to take it, and the hand is not your own hand. It is this being almost made of gold, but through it are lines of black and red, almost like gold alloy. Perfect, like beautiful, not corrupted. Almost the most perfect humanoid, androgynous hand. Carefully, sculpted nails and everything. You take this seed, and as you bring it up to the other one, you can see that there is this rod of silvery metal with like pieces floating, but it's perfectly symmetrical. It has these like floating pieces at one end and at the other, and it's perfectly, and you can sense that you are holding like the essence of law in your hands. and you can feel this burning, fiery crown upon your head as you have this flash of Sovereign accepting some sort of gift.
Do I recognise the gift giver, or at least that council, as... I guess it's hard to tell with the mask, as potentially this person standing in front of me, or...
I know this, you're going to laugh because it's perception, but just roll a perception.
Sure,
check.
yeah. I guess it'd be also extremely hard to tell. I'll
sure.
fate it, sure. Perception.
Do you not need one more blue? Because there's
-2.
I've been spending it.
Yikes.
There should be somewhere. It might be a red I've taken.
You spent 2 red and only put 1 blue up.
That's where it'll be.
Well, I got, with my -2, 2, including my fate. So,
You scan the crowd. You don't recognise any of the figures there.
Yeah.
You don't recognise it.
I imagine it's also extremely hard to tell.
Yeah. But I think that process of taking that burning and that memory coming in, can you roll a... I believe that normally with you it's a Constitution saving
That's true.
throw.
Or was it wisdom?
I think when you've made certain types of check, it is a Constitution
I
one.
feel like it was wisdom.
There's a part of me... Because that's obviously 2 very different bonuses.
No,
that they have.
I am almost certain that for this, what I am asking you to do is a Constitution.
I'll do a Constitution then.
Yeah, it's different to what you might be thinking.
Sure, okay then. That is a 14 plus 8, so 20-something million.
You do succeed.
22.
As that crown still in your chest does seem to flare for a second. Kind of, you guys don't see it because it's underneath the clothes, but you feel the crown still itself almost flare with power as that memory is interjected into.
I think you can... It's not that subtle that you can almost see me back away quite sharply and almost breathing in, like when you touch something hot, and kind of, a wide-eyed kind of looking at this person before me now. Just trying to absorb that image for just a bit. But is that them? Sorry, they were also talking about who they were and all of that stuff.
Yeah, they finished. They've said their kind of piece on that, and are sort of just probably gone back idly. Like a coin is now sort of flicking between. They kind of flick it and catch it with their other hand. Their is incredible dexterity. Like they bring out a second. There's almost always movement in some way. Like even if it's subtle.
Sorry, you said they left with a woman, a Fey woman.
Originally of the Fey, yes. I believe that there were many. This child had many followers from the different realms. Some of the Primal Isles, one of the Fey. They drew many of interest to them.
This child travelled all the realms, gathering gifts from everywhere.
Yes, they believed it was their birthright to be gifted these things.
Magical essences, right? Like things to empower them, to make them stronger.
I suppose one could say. Imagine you think too small, Xanthius. What you refer to as these essences. Beyond that, take the very concept of a plane of itself, and imagine that formulated into an object. The essences are echoes, slivers, embers of such a feat, but similar, yes.
And why did they gift this child with these things? Who was this? Why were they so regarded as this?
That is a part of the story that even I do not know. I remember only that they came to court and were treated as if they were a member of the court itself. As if they were an inheritor of the realm's power.
But you know the ending of their story, right?
I know that they traveled to your world, to your home, and remade it, rebuilt it. I know not of what has happened since. Your kind rarely speak much of your realm. It is always seeking power and gifts. I rarely have the opportunity to ask.
But that's a story we could tell you.
I would be delighted.
But a gift that needs some kind of reward, a transaction. I wish to make a transaction with you.
You do. I'm more than willing to make a
A
transaction.
story of our world for, I don't know, some kind of assistance, I guess.
He looks at you, the mask kind of almost looks directly at you, and you can feel this figure looking at you directly. What is Xanthias's heart's desire?
So this is a Xanthias question, not an influenced Xanthias question.
I've asked the question.
Where's the line?
That's true. Because I think one side is edging towards, like pushing Xanthias towards like that revenge against his father, taking back Gildai, in some variation, in some form. The other one is simply the removal of the crown steel, and that's like the Xanthias hope, right? Sure.
So you said there's two hopes within you, basically.
Yeah, there are two wolves.
Sure. Let's leave this to fate.
Okay.
I'm going to roll one from each side. Whichever rolls higher.
I suppose the red
wins
is
out.
the
influence.
Sure.
Whichever rolls higher, and if it's even, well, perhaps this is a deal that won't happen. You want me to roll it over
So
here?
Tom
I
can
want to
see.
see.
A 5 and a 3.
Oh. 5 on the blue, 3 on the red.
No,
No?
No?
other way around.
Oh, was it?
way round.
I can barely read those
Yeah,
dice.
they are hard to read, but it was.
So a 5 on the red.
Yep.
3 on red, 3 on the blue.
Okay, so the
The Harlequin.
thing is, I see it as like my heart's desire, right? But it's like a gentle.
I feel like it's
mental
both
nudging.
of these things. It's like
I think they're
this
both
figure
very
has
real.
this ability to look in and know an individual's heart's desire, and in this case, he sees two, but one seems a little brighter than the other.
Yeah.
The hero, and he looks at you when he says that, and that word lingers in the air. Yes, transaction is possible. Life is about many things. In exchange for the story of your world, I would hear what has happened to your world since it's as you know it, as you know the story of your world, its creation, its development, what has occurred. Tell me all that you know.
I mean, this is a story that will be spotty for sure, but it should be more complete than, well, the account of someone who's not heard of it since its inception.
I gladly welcome a story told.
How do I do this?
So, I think, like, to sum it up, I think that because it's Xanthias doing it, I would like Xanthias to do a performance roll.
Okay.
With a performance skill.
Now, is this something where I'm literally going to have to, because this is going to be tough to recant the story of Altheya.
You would just recount it as it was taught to you, right? Like you
Sure.
would tell it as, because there is a creation myth as you know it that has been taught to you. You can tell of the Dragon Empress. You know that history. You know.
Oh, this is more of a question of, do I literally have to?
This is what the role is going to be.
Yes.
I'll give you
Start
bardic
now.
You give me Bardic.
for your performance.
So is that a D8
Yeah.
to add to that?
Can we
A date.
help or like?
Yeah, somebody
like,
could help. Yeah, so that
like,
would be the help action. We'd give him advantage.
Could Gruff help with like filling in what he
Yeah,
knows?
I think
from
it's
church?
also,
Sure.
I would lean on others in order to fill in gaps from, different parts of the Ilmera, from Osseous.
Well, now, so that's going to be my next question. So Gruff is going to provide the help actions. You have advantage. You have Bardic from Rowan, and I imagine that Rowan's probably, you're a storyteller, Rowan. You add like a bit of music as like Xanthias doing the story, things like that. My question is, does Ophelia want to, because the story that you know is very different to the one that Xanthias begins telling.
Yeah.
So is this you try and counter it and say like, no, that's not what happened, or are you going to be silent?
Can Ophelia be something?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
The thing is, I think I would, depending on how you interject, I suppose, it's not that I would be so unwelcome to allow additional sort of viewpoints into the ideas.
Yeah.
Because I almost want this person to have a full understanding of the potential sort of stories in this place.
But there are things which you would know this as Xanthias, that if you say them, they are in direct contradiction to what Ophelia has been taught is true. So like even if you invite her to do it, Ophelia would have to be like, well, no, that's wrong. It's actually it's how Ophelia phrases it as well, right? Like, because again, I don't want to have to recount the entire tale of the world of Altheya here in this moment, so I'd rather leave this to a dice roll. There's a book for that.
There's a book.
And even that might not answer all the questions. But so my question is, what's kind of Ophelia's approach here? Like, I guess the question is are you supportive of that Xanthias' story, or are you contradictory? Like, are you would you outright be like, no, you're wrong, that's not how it is, it's like this? Or would you be like, well, in Osseous we believe this, but blah, 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 blah?
Well, because after what she's just heard from...
the Harlequin.
The Harlequin, and, like, I think she'd be so, like... No, this is absolutely how it was taught. Like, how can you say that? Like, this is, I think she would
be a bit more
contradictory, a bit more on the offensive rather than...
In that case, you would basically be, I would argue that is going to be like, that would take away the advantage of Gruff helping, because it's like Ophelia and Gruff are like cancelling each other out, right?
Sure.
Like, so it just becomes a flat roll, but with the Bardic.
But with a D8, I will fate it. This is probably the most esoteric question I could possibly ask, because obviously we don't feel as characters the effects of fate, right?
I've never said that.
But there's a part of me, like this creature before us, where for some reason I've just got this vibe of like they are literally like the fate strings that are just spilling into the world,
Sure.
Interesting. I'm just gonna roll. So I will use a fate. I have a D8 from Rowan, and I'll use my crown steel dice. Cool. Shouldn't have rolled my crown steel dice, but this is a performance check.
Yes.
Performance. Okay, +4, so that becomes 7. With the fate, that's 9. 14 total with Rowan's Bardic as well.
So I think that here it is this kind of contradictory, like Gruff trying to support you, Ophelia contradicting a lot of what you're saying. No, that's not true. The Greyfather created, and Greyfather did this, and no, that's wrong. You know, the Dragon Empress. You know, you're just like, oh well, like she's clearly not as powerful. Like you're kind of contradicting a few of these things, but also your own lack of knowledge, right? You know that there was a war with the giants, and the Harlequin's like, well, what was it about? And you're like, oh, I don't really know.
I'm an isolated sort of.
But you convey some of it.
Homeschooled, yeah.
Yeah. And the Harlequin kind of listens and is like, well, thank you for this wonderful tale. You have certainly given me more information than I had before we began, and I've learned some things.
I mean, I'll tell the story of the crown as well, and what I know of the sovereign.
So when you
there as well, that's the main sort of reason.
The main bit. Then this. What a name to give themselves. The Sovereign. The Sovereign is the child I speak of. The Sovereign carried with them. But you say that this anger, this storm of light that they conjured, this rage and wrath, that is curious. For the child was not like that when I saw them here. Still, one must make sure that a good storyteller is paid, and a troubadour is rewarded for their gift and their tale, and will reach into a pocket and pull out and put into your palm a golden coin, but it is not an Ilmiran golden coin. It does not look like a Fey silver coin. This coin radiates heat and is emblazoned with 2 heads, and you sort of flip it over. On one side, you see your own stylized outline.
Cool as fuck, hell yeah.
On the other side, you see your father's draconic face.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When you kind of close your hand around the coin, you know that this coin will bestow strength on you, as you know, when it is time. But you will need to flip the coin. Depending on what side it lands will be the power that you gain.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm Two-Faced, dude.
Yeah, and it is a coin that you can keep and just keep for yourself.
No, Katie. A coin.
I know. I just realised that. I was like, fuck, I've done another coin.
All I want is for everyone to spam the shit out of Tom.
When are you going to use the coin? When are you going to use the coin?
Use a coin.
I
know
direct
exactly.
you to the episode where I used the coin,
Yeah.
and it was fucking badass.
Yeah.
It was
It
epic.
was.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
saved it.
It's worth the wait.
It was
Hell
worth
yeah.
it.
I was saving it for a good thing.
Fuck, I just realised that. But anyway,
Thank you for your gift, for the transaction.
for the payment, yes, you're most welcome. As I said, we pay our troubadours. Make sure you always pay a bard. Yes. We are gaining short on time, but yes, Rowan, please.
So, you may have noticed we were in that house earlier, and we watched the whole thing. And
Yes.
I've got some rocks and a piece of charcoal, if you'd like that in payment. Or-
A rock from your world? I would be delighted.
okay, well, I've only got one left.
That's a
I'm lying.
We all know it's a lie.
Here you go.
Takes it.
It's my second favourite rock.
I will treasure it. Thank you.
5 times.
It is,
A
though.
fine payment.
I can't choose favourites.
He will treasure it.
Every rock
I
your
have
second
one more
favorite.
question.
The curious. Yes, indeed.
Would you like this lightning metal as payment? It's from a vault. It's from one of the proto magic.
Ophelia, for the love of...
An ornate painting for you.
If you offer it
Not used
to
it
me,
for anything.
We have things
if it
that
is being offered, I would gladly accept
I
it.
was like 90% sure that was in my
It
workshop.
has no
I'm
worth.
pretty sure it's in Zadpis's workshop.
I don't think it is.
If you kept it,
you
you
had
kept
the
it,
gun.
I
yeah.
don't think it is.
No, 'cause I think I offered it to you, and then
I think it has been sat
didn't take
in
it.
Ophelia's
I
inventory.
tried to steal veracity. That's
Yeah.
Not
Yes,
been
you did.
used.
Could have put it into the boat.
Could have done a load of stuff with it, to be honest.
it just hasn't come up.
Could have
It
been
hasn't come
used to make weapons, armor. Could have been
definitely
great.
not used for gruff.
up. No, but no.
The Harlequin will, and this is in payment for my story and my answers.
For an answer, yes.
You would like an answer?
Yes, please.
Takes the glowing sort of bar of electrified metal.
What would it take to end the planar wars? What power would I need?
Sister. He hands you back the metal. That is an answer I cannot give. For I do not know, and I do not believe that there is a power in across these realms in anything that will ever answer that power. In fact, perhaps the only one who knows or can foresee it could very well be the Lord of the Grey Lands himself. For I know that he believes that eventually he will win. Inevitable. It may take 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 years of your lifetimes, but he believes that eventually he will win. But I do not believe there will ever be an end. They are eternal, as
That's
the
what
planes
they
are
all
eternal.
think. They all think that they're gonna win, and that's why they keep going.
We is the Feyweald. For us, the ending is not. It is not of any import. We do not fight to win. We fight to survive. That is the nature of the Feyweald. We muster our warriors to live our lives. We do not seek to win, but we also are greedy and hungry for resources, and so we will fight for these petty things because life is petty, as the elves and the Fey can be. But I cannot answer your question, sister. As far as I know, as far as any know, and he looks at Daisy and nods in your direction, there will never be an end. The wars will be eternal. Is that not what your grave father tells you? That you will forever be unlife? That you will live forever, to serve forever?
Yes, but there has to be an end somewhere. I feel like all we have been doing is fighting.
I have answered as best as I can.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Nods his head. Well, there are no further questions. Then let us on to the next act and the next scene, shall we? I believe, dear stagehands, if you will accompany me as we exit stage left. And he gestures to a shadowed doorway in one of these ruined buildings. And you can kind of see into it. It's shadowed, but it's not fully dark. But as he gestures, that doorway goes pitch black.
Vanta.
Vanta black.
Get sued.
Don't say that.
No, we're
word.
done.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's copyright.
That's the end of the show. You've
The
done.
pink you can use. That's copyright
Yeah.
free.
Fanta
The
pink?
pink is pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
I think it's pink, yeah.
The pink
But
is pink.
gestures to the shadowed doorway.
It's not quite black.
It's not quite.
It's kind of a dark grey. I guess we'll follow through, I suppose.
Yeah, he's waiting. He's like
Yeah.
gesturing for you
We
guys to
will
go
shoot
first. Yeah. As you step through, you are no longer in the ruined marketplace. You appear in a completely different part of the city as you emerge from a darkened
Still
alleyway.
very much the city, though.
Still in the city, but you are now on the other side, the dusk side, as you exit from this alleyway. And you can see that it is on the other side of one of these silver sap rivers with a bridge crossing over it. And you are looking out onto a walled-off interior part of Vathalien that has, guarded positions all around it, but it has its own wall within it, and you can see that just appearing above the city, the walls, this interior wall, you see odd glows and strange noises coming from beyond as people give it a wide berth. You can see these beautiful towers and buildings that are very different. Everything else has a kind of uniform look to it, but all the buildings beyond this wall look individual, as if they've been sculpted and shaped and chosen for individual purposes. And yeah, he gestures and he says, "The tapestry. Your stage awaits."
Love that.
What? You got nothing?
I was just going to end the
It's
episode
the
there.
end of the episode.
Cool. With that, let's bring today's episode to a close as we end the episode. As I think
nice,
the
nice.
the next episode will be the final part of this little foray,
Yeah,
as you
a
guys will
little
step into the tapestry
Burglary mission.
and seek to find your way to Blackwing's estate. Not really.
Well,
You've been sent there and
all the same movements, just
given permission.
permission. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also have the key, and we're just gonna sleep there as well.
I guess so, yeah.
But yeah.
Cool character.
Very cool.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
good. So I'm glad you like the Harlequin.
Harlequin,
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very full reference, by the way, because I know people always say like, "Oh, I got like these vibes and stuff from it." It's fun to talk a little bit about the inspiration. Imagine a sort of V from Vendetta,
Okay.
mixed with there are the Harlequins in Warhammer. They have the Eldar Harlequins.
cool.
And there's one called the Solitaire, and that's kind of like the
I was in
idea
the
of it.
visual sort of look of them, or
A little bit, but imagine a kind of very fantasy Harlequin, but like mixed in with like pieces of armor and sort of very ragged and put together. And I think you mentioned Warbreaker as well. There's
Yes.
like with the animated scarf and stuff.
Well,
But
in
almost,
between
yeah, a little kind of a little touch of V from Vendetta, more in their personality and sort of like their
way
their
they speak is
speech and
very
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was eloquent as that script.
no,
You were
you
very
did
eloquent.
great.
You did it really well.
Like all
Yeah.
the there was some rhymes in there as well.
Which
Got
was
some in.
I was like on the fly, like, oh, I can rhyme that. But yeah,
No, I
with
really
that,
liked it.
excellent job. You snuck through. I had a whole combat encounter just in case things at the gate went bad.
No need, dude.
The Cyclops, by the way, 3d12 plus 8 on the bow.
Nasty.
Bam.
The prophecy ability, by the way, is the first time they are targeted by attack, it triggers their like prophetic vision. You get it's disadvantage in the attack against them, and then I have advantage on my attacks against you,
And a threat.
and then it recharges basically.
Okay, I thought it might have been like the sort of wizard, the thing that Quill had. I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, portent.
Portent, yeah.
No. Oh, there are other types of Cyclops who have that ability.
Yeah.
This is
yeah,
a sentry.
yeah.
This is like a guard.
Like a PSY Clops.
Anyway.
PlayStation.
Why is that not a monster? That should be a
What,
monster.
a
A cyclops. A
Yeah.
psionic
Yeah.
cyclops.
Psionic Cyclops.
That's rad as hell.
It's really cool.
Oh, I did also ask
And then there's
you,
the guy who shoots the beam out of his
I did also ask you in between episodes as well, like how high was the wisdom save on that
yeah, you did.
Harlequin hag if I was to try and do dominate creature on
wasn't
this?
super high, but did have advantage
Dominate
on
person, sorry. Yeah. That would have been a bad choice.
Turns out all you have to do is piss on the floor.
All you had to do was piss.
You
just
distracted
gotta
the right time.
piss.
Anyway, thanks so much, everybody. We're going to bring the episode to a close here. We'll see you next time.
Loved
Take
it.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you next
See you
week.
later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.